Welcome back to the stream, guys. We back. We are back. Let me make a post. Let me post it on IG this time. I didn't post last time. I got a show prepared today, guys. This is gonna be a good one. What's good, Stan? What's good? Tiny stays high. Yo, yo. You an ox? Represent, bro. I just bought a bull, bro. I have a pet ox. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I bought a bull. I have a bull. I'm gonna make next stream. I'm gonna show you guys. I literally do. This is my wife. My wife literally saw a Facebook ad and they were selling a baby bull, 4 months old, for like what it was, 400 euros. Yeah, sure, we'll take it. See, that's the thing. Most women buy, perfumes. Most women buy, shopping bags, whatever. My wife wants a bull, bro. She wanted an ox. Now we have it. 1 second, guys. Let me make a post on IG. Make a story. And we get the show started. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Right, make a story here. Damn, a couple of seconds, guys. How's everybody doing, guys? Does the stream work? Oh, he's so bugged, bro. He's so chopped. What is this, bro? What is this? I'm trying to get the chat in here. What is this, man? I tried for hours to set up this chat, bro. And this is what it looks like. Looks like garbage. Like straight garbage, bro. Shit, that's for tomorrow to figure out. I can't restart it again. I tried for hours to... Yeah, the chat is chopped, but it is what it is. Alright, guys, today's stream is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? This is a tweet collection by Gary Greenberg. This was released 8/10/2020. This was released 5 years ago of Gary's, tweet collection. We start going through them. We'll start going through it all. See what we find. See what gems we find. By the way, this dude is doing the same thing. $8 a reading. If you want a reading, $8 or above, let him know the super chat. You'll get it. You'll get your reading. Nobody else joining today, guys. It's just me. It's just me today. It's just me. What's up, JV? What's up, JV? Joined the queue up recently. But the chat is so chopped. It is what it is. We gotta do with it. Alright. Let's go. A percentage human beings on Earth are organic portals, soulless human beings. Chat, what do we think of this? Is this facts or not? A percentage of human beings are NPCs. So what would that mean? Right? How are you NPC? Where's your soul then? Are they made in a lab? Are they cloned? What's going on? Soulmate Day. Gary's soulmate day. So 8/5 is Gary's soulmate day. Do you guys know your soulmate dates? GG33 information. Everybody has soulmate dates. Completely different from your, life path. Has nothing to do with this, right? The years, the soulmate days. Everybody has soulmate days. January 3 has the most soulmate days. That's why I see Greta Thunberg. What's her name? Thunberg? Greta? Little Greta, born January the 3rd. Kyle Rittenhouse, January the 3rd. Bitcoin was launched January the 3rd. Tolkien, born January 3rd. See, January 3 is the date that has the most soulmate days. They have the most soulmate combinations. That's why it's a very, very popular date. Capricorn and Aries women are the biggest gold diggers. Facts or no, chat? Facts or not? Cancer women born in June, the least materialistic. Why? This is a learning experience, guys. I don't want to do my streams. It's the 7th, right? Obviously, yesterday was the 7th day. Today's the 7th. My streams are about learning, about teaching, right? I ain't gonna be doing some dumb shit here. We're gonna be learning. So why is Cancer women born in June the least materialistic compared to July? Can anyone comment then? Can anyone answer why is Cancer woman born in June less materialistic than Cancer women born in July? Why are Leos born in July less materialistic than Leos born in August? A lot to think about, bro. A lot to think about. The only flaw in math is fractions. 1 divided by 3, 2 plus 3 is 1. Right? 2 out of 3 is 1. But 0.3d3, 0.6666, 0.9999. Where does the 1 go? Where is the 1 go? Math is a lie. This proves it. Math is fake. How can you can't do it in real life. It's not constant, right? You can't have 2.5 children. You either have 2 kids or you have 3 kids. You can't have like math is a lie. It's all fake. And guys, we all know this 1 divided by 3 is 0.333. Have you seen 1 divided by 7? What happens? 0.142857. You take 2 divided by 7. 0.285714. 2811754. 3 divided by 7. 0.4827. See, every other number is normal. Does something, okay, it goes into infinites, 369. But the 7 is such a different number. You guys, I have no idea how much of a different number really is 7. And this proves it. Take any number. 4 divided by 7, 0.571428. 571428. It's the same pattern, right? A lot to think about. Cancer is a form of karma. I don't know, do we agree with this? Do you guys agree with this? Is cancer a form of karma? I'm saying it's parasites. Bro, cancer is parasites. Everybody needs to parasite cleanse every single day. Parasites is one of the biggest, unknown causes of most illnesses. Most diseases really go back to parasites. Think about it. You have viruses, bacteria, parasites. Foreign entities come into your body. Pneumonia. They say, oh, it's lung coughing. It's classified as a virus. It must be a parasite. If you parasite cleanse every day, most of the illnesses aren't going to catch you, right? Cloves, again, organic medicine, right? Cloves, making clove tea, wormwood, black walnut, get that shit. Order of strength, numerology, by number 1 by far. Does not come close. Letterology, part of numbers, right? So letterology, numerology, same, but see, the letters are numbered. It's not the numbers that are lettered, the letters are numbered. A being the first, B being the second, so it makes sense. Letterology is the second. Chinese astrology, strongest form of astrology. By a landslide. Doesn't even come close. Celtic astrology. I actually started doing research into Celtic astrology. It deals with the trees, right? It's very, very accurate. But the problem with this is there's not many good sources, and piecing this stuff together yourself, unless you're, a snake or 7 or 33, it can be difficult. When you go to dream world, you go to a different realm, right? REA. Look at this code. REA. REA. R is 9, E is 5, A is 1. What does this mean? Codes within the codes. Cleopatra, the most beautiful woman in the world. Is she? Let's check it out. Is Cleopatra the most beautiful woman in the world? Bold take by Gary. That's not the most beautiful woman in the world. Stop the cap. But I get it. Leo, 5th sign. Cleopatra. Leos look good. Leos are players. People born on 1st day 1928. Anybody born 1st day 1928 in here? Let's see it in the chat. How you guys doing today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. So today we're going through Gary's old tweets. Check it out. This is 2018. This was 7 years ago he was tweeting this stuff. 7 years. Most of us had no idea even about this stuff. I found Gary 2020, right? This is 2018. That's different. Why Katy Perry has the largest following on Twitter? She probably doesn't anymore. As a soul energy, you need many. This is a good one. As a soul energy, you're in many places at once, different dimensions, different ages within the same timeline. So your soul, Gary's saying your soul could theoretically be in ancient Greece right now, in another timeline. You could be going through, in ancient Egypt, ancient Babylon, as one of your timelines, moving through there. This time is an illusion. Light and sound doesn't take up space, right? It's a matrix. Is this impossible to communicate with your past self using techniques? It's hidden. We don't know what it means. What is he trying to say? True mastery is when that voice inside your head is your future consciousness. I would say it is possible to communicate with your past self using... What is he trying to say, guys? What is he trying to say? Sparksy! We got Sparksy in here. Bomba Claude, my brother. Give it up for Sparksy. 10-10, a big day coming up for you. Looking forward to that, bro. So how do you talk to yourself in past lives? How do you talk to yourself in other timelines? How to communicate with your higher self and you see different, consciousness going on in different timelines? Because it's all the same you in the dream world. In the dream world, look at this. We're going back here. Dream, R-E-A. That's an advanced code. I'm not spitting bullshit at it. If you have kids and cheat on your wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, the kid's health suffers. Bro, I've seen this. I've seen it a lot. Giving readings, talking with people. They have a divorce. I know a guy, right? He had 2 kids, had divorce, went to separate ways. Everything is good. Gets another woman. Suddenly kids start having health problems. Kids breaking their ankles. Kids, getting a cast. Kids are sick all the time. Real shit, literally. If you cheat on your wife and husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, the kid's health suffers. Because when you make a child, you create a karmic bond. You get an energetical link between the 2 of you, right? Or the 3 of you. You break that link, opens up a door for a lot of bad stuff. What's there? Hearing all these men bitch about how women divorced them and took half of their shit. You dumbasses understood numerology astrology, you wouldn't get married to the wrong person in the first place. You caused the problems by being eager. Hey, I don't have problems like that. I don't have problems like that either. I've been together 7 years with my wife, go pushing on 8. No problems like this. Because when you understand numerology astrology, picking a good compatible relationship is, step 1. That's proof of concept. Our stuff works. We can keep a woman together. They ain't gonna take our shit. Tens of millions of people are committing genocide against the family bloodline. I don't know if I want to say it out. But that's how it is. The Matrix always tests you hardest when you sleep on 22 days. Advanced information, guys. That's advanced information. Start paying attention whenever it's the 22nd or it's a 22 life path day, like 9/4/2025. You see all these crazy dreams. You're getting tested in your dreams. They're vivid. You're going through challenges. You might wake up actually tired. You don't actually rest on 22 days sleeping. You go into war in there. That's 22 energy. 22 energy is like a bridge between 2 worlds. So a lot of times when it's a 22 day, I actually consciously try to sleep less. You ain't want to sleep 8-7 hours on a 22 day because you'll be drained. 5 hours. I ain't trying to be in there for too long on a 22 day. Nope. Since 2008, been trying to figure out how to beat the Matrix in enemy year. I know how. Watch my accounts profile cloud grow like this year, like never before in a bigger. So this was 2019, right? This was 2019 when Gary had his enemy year. Did he figure it out? I don't know. I didn't know him back then even. 2031, we'll find out, eh? Depending on what your numerology is, certain colors you shouldn't wear. No one knows this because I didn't teach it to others. Remember, only one source of information. Now, this was 2019, guys. World is a bit different nowadays, especially in the realm of numerology astrology. Now we can actually talk about, what colors you should and shouldn't wear. So you take the colors, like all the colors can be broken down with letterology, right? Red starts with R, 18 letter. E is the 5th letter, D is 4th letter. Adds up to 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. So red starts with R, and red starts with R, the 9th letter, and red adds up to 9. So red has a lot of 9 energy, is the root chakra. Color of the root chakra, right? Let me show you this. Chakras. Right? Look at the colors. Red is at the very bottom. Red is at the very, very, very bottom of the color chakra. Wait, do you guys see this? Yeah, you do. So red is at the very, very bottom, right? 9th letter, 9. Purple is at the top. See, purple, the 7th chakra, starts with P, the 16th letter, 1 by 67. Purple adds up to 7. So again, you can see how numerology astrology is coded even within the colors, right? How can this be a coincidence that red is 9 starts with R, in 9th letter adds up to 9, is the 1st chakra, and the 7th chakra is purple, starts with P, 16 letter, 1 by 67, adds up to 7 as well. Bomba clot. So again, going back to this, if you are one life path, you shouldn't wear red too much. I'm a one life path. I used to have red shoes, twist my ankle all the time, literally. All the time I had problems then with my feet. Weren't good. You're not supposed to wear the color red if you're one life path. As easy as that. That's advanced information, right? This was 2019. We couldn't talk. You'd start talking this stuff to 2019. Gary's gonna be a shut your ass down. Now 2025, things are different because we're bringing this knowledge out to the public. We're teaching people this information. We're sharing all of this good stuff because this is the age of Aquarius. This is what you're supposed to be doing in the age of Aquarius. 2 most important qualities man, woman should look for in a person. Loyalty. By far, bro, no doubt. No doubt, loyalty. Good father, mother, kids. Exactly. What else do you need, right? Everything else comes second. You have a loyal woman who's a good mother. You're doing better than most people out there. Literally. Women are to be worshipped. Look at the codes again. Look at the codes, how letterology is imprinted. Woman. Worshipped. Womb. Bringing life into this world. This was 2016, bro. What were you guys doing in 2016? Let me know in the chat. What were you guys doing in 2016? Did you know Gary? Did you know numerology, astrology? He did. He was cooking in 2016. Born in snake year, gets hit in a pig year, enemy signs. Page with Robert Kraft. Warning, people born 2001 in a snake year don't start a family in the pig year. Right? 2018, biggest mistake in your life. Did the people listen? People didn't listen. They're still having kids. The pigs having kids in 2025. You don't need these problems. One of the worst things to have is family issues, family problems, bloodline karma. Your kids, think about it. You're growing up and your kids are gonna hate you, right? You grow up and there's a rift between the two. If it's not a loving, happy family, that's what you get like 80 to 90% of the times when you have enemy signs in a family. Easy way if you're having kids, do not get pregnant in the enemy years. Simple as that. Facts. 1 is male energy, 2 is female energy. The union, 1 plus 2 is 3. Sex adds up to 3. Look at that, how numerology is imprinted within everything. Everything numerology is imprinted on. No matter what it is, right? This is the one thing that ties everything together, right? If you're a 9, red is good, yeah, sure. If you want to manifest that energy. So, with colors, it's not only about the compatibility as well, it's also what you're trying to manifest. Every color has a different meaning. Red is a very sexual energy, lady in red, right? Wear the color red, you're trying to seduce people. Black and white both add up to 11. Black and white, both very intimidating colors. That's why you put a black and white suit on, you go into work. Blue is a very trustworthy color. Obviously, wear the color blue if you want people to trust you. Every color is different, right? Purple is 7. Purple is a very good energy if you're studying, if you're attaining higher knowledge, having a purple notebook, having a purple whatever. It's a great energy for anything spiritual. The color of royalty as well, right? Basic numerology. You guys know this, right? Leader, male energy, 2, female energy. 3, communication. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is childlike energy. Male plus female plus child adds up to 6, home number of the family. Everything is connected. It's the 6, number of home and family. Now, it's right there. I just said it, right? It's right here. So this is Gary's tweet collection. Guys, if you haven't checked it out, there's a tweet collections of all the GG33 members. There's Gary, there's Roger, there's a whole bunch of other people in there. All of their tweets from 2019. This is numerology now. This account, this and this band, right? Shout out to the guy who made this collection because we wouldn't have it if he didn't do it. The sea levels are rising because we're in the age of Aquarius. Are the sea levels rising? I'm calling cap, bro. I haven't seen any sea levels rise yet. Gotta always call it out, But no, I get it. Sea level, that's what they're bringing, but they're not really rising, are they? People actually saying there's gonna be we're actually moving closer to another ice age rather than global warming. It's cold in here, guys. Well, I don't know where you guys are at. Where you guys from, by the way? Tell them in the chat. Let's see some content. Where you guys from? Any Europeans here? Oh, you guys all from America. What color should a pure 33 wear? Orange. Orange adds up to 33. Your 33 life path, wear the color orange. Why does Gary's, brand has so much orange in it? Black and orange, okay, adds up to an 8, money, but the orange is still there. Orange, influence, everywhere. Even 2019, he had orange on his profile picture. That's influence, right? 33s, you should wear the color orange. Never get married on a 7, 16, 25th or under 7 energy. God, I've seen it so much. People who are 7s don't do well in relationships to begin with, so you get married under that imprint. It just breaks apart the family, bro. It just really breaks apart the family, because what happens when you get married on the 7 energy, you might not get divorced instantly. You might not, you're just gonna spend a lot of time alone. That's usually the killer. Understand? That's usually the killer of relationships, when you spend a lot of time alone. When you want to be alone, you don't want to be with her, you want to be together, you need some time with yourself. It's normal for 7s, but when you get married and you imprint your union under that energy, it's not really good, is it? It's not really good. Billy Davies with $20. Shout out, Billy. Thank you. Do you have a message? You have on something to ask? Oh, your birthday, 7/5/1979. Let's see, 8. Gotta do the math. You're an 11 life path born on the 5th year of the goat. 11 and 5, very volatile combination. If you're an 11 life path born on the 5th, there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs in life. It's gonna be like a roller coaster at times. You think you're going one way, next moment you're doing something else. That's how the 11-5 work together. It's just volatility, ups and downs, emotions flying high, make an impulsive decision, go somewhere else. So my advice for you, sir, use logic. Do not use emotions when making decisions. Don't make impulsive decisions. Think things through. Use logic and don't change your minds often. People like you, the problem with you is you start changing your mind at the last moment, and then when you make the wrong decision. Make up your mind, stick with it, and then deal with the results. 2027 should be an amazing year for you, being 1979 year goat. So again, that's when you turn 48, just like Gary's in his snake year right now. Right? So you can see how Gary's moving in his snake year. That's how you gotta be as well. You gotta go hard and really make it the best year of your life. If you don't do that, you're just missing out. Astrology compatibility. Aries does best with Leo, Sagittarius worst with Libra. Guys, have you checked into astrology compatibility? Western astrology, it's there. There's a lot of good stuff in there actually. For example, water signs should always be with water signs. Cancers do best with Pisces and Scorpio. Because water signs, they're so emotional, they can connect on the emotional love type of level better than they can with any other sign. Much less, a fire sign or an earth sign. So again, I'm a Cancer, my wife's a Cancer as well. We're very similar and it works. It really does. Karma. First letter is 11. K. Right? A second, the vowels are both 1. Right? So look at the word karma. Why are the vowels both 1? Only the A is there. Interesting. Karma adds up to 8. What are the chances, guys? What are the chances that the overlords that essentially made this simulation and conjured up the English language, what are the chances that this is a coincidence? No, literally tell me, what are the chances that this is done by accident? Absolutely 0 that karma adds up to an 8. 8 the number of karma, what goes around comes around. So imagine, put yourself in the shoes of like Gary in 2001. When he's like learning this stuff and he's like going through adding it up and he sees karma adds up to 8. He must have been mind blown. He was like, bomba clot. Literally, but this is how it is. We live in a virtual reality. We really do, guys. Called the Matrix. This spiritual energy prison designed to cause conflict, stress, which causes humans to get emotional. Because when you sleep, that's when you feed on us. Makes sense. What it says, this is a good educated guess. Because obviously we can't prove this, But this is like we can prove this in some ways, but mostly it's an educated guess, right? So again, this is a good educated guess when you think about it. Because the Matrix wants you to fight. The Matrix wants you to mess up. The Matrix wants you to slip. So that's why in this world there's enemy signs, enemy numbers, enemy days, enemy months, because it causes drama, it wants drama. So that's my advice. If you have a family member who's your enemy sign, if you have a mom, you have a son, you have a brother who's your enemy sign, don't fight with them. Don't fight with them, avoid them if you have to. If you don't get along, go each other's ways, but don't fight with each other, because when you're beefing within a family, that creates a very negative frequency. And a matrix feeding on that. So again, you have enemy energy in your family, a lot of people do. Not everybody, but a lot of people have that. It's just part of this, matrix. So again, just gotta learn to deal with it. Blood thicker than water, right? Let's focus on the good side. Focus on what, combines you instead of focusing what makes you different. Same thing if you have enemy numbers in a birthday, right? That's kind of difficult to choose, right? With the years it's easy, but with the picking the date, unless you get a C-section, it's kind of difficult to get it, right? So let's say you're a 3 life path and your son is a 4 life path. You got to understand what works for you might not work for them, because you're different people. Everybody has their own code. Everybody has their own road to success. There's no one size fits all, right? That's a lot of times. Let's say fathers on an 8 life path and trying to tell the 3 life path daughter, go here, do this, do that, and it's not what they want to do. It's not what they're meant to do. Understanding numerology, astrology is actually one of the best things for parenting, because you can actually learn what your kids are gonna be like when they're growing up. You can actually learn what are the skill sets, what are the tools, and you can as a parent set them up for success using advanced knowledge. We didn't know this stuff when we were kids. We didn't know it was our friendly year when we were 12, right? But now we having knowledge, we can build up our bloodline. We can build up generations using this, these tools. Andrew Harrison was good. Who trained this guy? He runs like a radio show, GG33 operator. I appreciate it, bro. Who trained me? You ain't gotta guess twice, bro. The government spies on people with cameras. The Matrix spies on people with mirrors. Bro, this is gold, guys. This is a gold mine. If you haven't checked it out, I will share with you. I will share this in the share with you guys right now. 1 second. I want to share this with you guys, so you can go through it. You can learn this yourself if you haven't checked it out. If you don't know about it, this is Gary's like old tweet collections from 2019. As we see, it's absolutely filled with gold. Absolutely filled with gold. Put it like this. Get it, guys. That's the drive. You can join and learn Gary's. You can join in me. We can read it together, right? We can read it together. But really, this is a very, very advanced knowledge in here, and it was all public back in the day. Right now, we look at this shit is gold. He was just tweeting back then. This shit, normally. Crazy. Let's see where we were. There was a good, yes, the Matrix spies on people with mirrors. Anything that reflects, the Matrix can look through it. So think about it. You never want to have mirrors in your bedroom when you sleep. Don't have a mirror, when you're next to your closet, like women do, they have a mirror next to a closet, next to a bedroom. You don't want that. You do not want mirrors, because you're going to notice when you sleep in a room with a mirror, the energy gets drained. You get drained, you don't feel good. It's like something siphoning energy when you sleep. Again, and there's other people who tell me they've had, a mirror in the bedroom for 20 years. They don't feel any different. That's because you're getting used to it. That's because you are used to getting your energy siphoned every time you go to sleep. For me, for example, I don't have mirrors in my bedroom for like 5 years already now, ever since I learned this stuff. So now whenever I go to a hotel and it has a mirror that I can't cover up, sometimes you can cover it. Usually I cover it up, right? I put a towel on it and all good, but sometimes it's built into the wall, no way to cover it up. And you can tell crazy dreams, don't sleep good because your body's not used to it. It's a new thing coming in. So again, you want a better night's sleep, cover up your mirrors. That's advanced GG33 information right there. Guys, if you want a reading, $8 or above, obviously. If you want a full reading, GG33logic.com, link in bio. My website, get a full reading. It's a life changer, bro. It is a life changer. Getting, actually to the deep end of this knowledge. Not this public stuff. Again, this is good stuff we're talking about, obviously. Look at this stuff. They're very, very advanced. But what we do in the readings is personalized, right? It's personalized, and you get full guidance, get a blueprint of how you can navigate with your energies, right? You can learn a lot of numerology, watching Gary's streams, the videos, my videos. You can really piece this stuff together, right? And become really good at it. But you're not going to get that personal touch. You're not going to get that experience of what makes a 3 life path different from another 3 life path. Why is a 7 life path horse completely different than another 7 life path horse, right? There's no one size fits all. It really isn't. Real magic. When you cut your hair, you become less emotional. Bro, this was 2016. This was 9 years ago he said that. 9 years ago, and now we have the cheat code of when you cut your hair, you actually imprint it with that energy. So think about it, your hair are crystals. Crystals, that form by your body, just like your teeth, just like your bones, just like your earlobes, that's crystals literally generated by your body, your hair. So now, when you cut your hair, because those crystals, they imprint that energy. So you get a haircut on a 28, you can manifest more money. You get a haircut on a 3rd, you're gonna be more social, you're gonna look more youthful, right? Everything is energy. So when you do things, it's equally as important as what you do, right? It's not what you do, it's about when you do it. So again, these things got enemy days and enemy numbers. Not every 28 is the same. 28 October is 11 life path day. Great for some people, terrible for some. No date is different. So you gotta look at the full thing. 5th of the month, people born on the 5th have a high sex drive, good looking, and travel a lot in life. For people not born on the 5th, good thing to do those activities. See, that's the thing about numerology. I don't need to look at the calendar to know it's a 5 day. when I'm home with the lady, you see what I'm saying? I don't need to see the calendar. I know that Nate has passed to be in a 5 energy. It shows. It shows. Most things people want are possible: being rich, being educated, being fit. If you want it, work hard enough. In most cases, you can have it. But no matter how rich, smart, muscular you are, you can't. No, bro, this was 2019. This is the same shit. Gary's talking the same shit now, bro. 6 years later, ain't nothing changed, bro. Some things never change, huh? The earth is hollowed and oil is earth's blood. It will never run out of oil. Bro, don't let the sheiks see this stream, bro. Bro, don't let the sheiks see this tweet, bro. That's the real earth blood. Oil is earth's blood. And I've actually done a lot of research into this. I can break it down in scientific terms. Maybe save that for another stream. But essentially, you know, just like the blood carries, like, you know, the minerals and all the stuff around in your body, it does the same thing for Earth. Earth is a living being, guys. Earth is a living being, and the oil is how it carries energy, right? Essentially, okay, let me give you a short version. The sun's energies, the sun sends out neutrinos. The neutrinos get collected into the oil rubs to the sea, to the sea bottom of the sea when it's the water, and that deuterium, heavy water is called, look it up, deuterium, and the energy goes to the deuterium, which starts mixing with sunlight coming, you know, from the top of the ocean, hitting the bottom of the ocean slowly, and it starts releasing more hydrogen, more oxygen, and rising up, because hydrogen, you know, it lifts it up and then spreads that energy onto the world. That's a Cliff Notes version. If anybody made sense of that, congratulations. I know that might have been crazy, but I'll break it down. Oil is Earth's blood, and the people are pumping it. You know, think about it, the industry. They're pumping oil, Earth's blood out of it just to sell it in cars, just to sell it to us for a price. Just to put a price tag on it, even that make it seem, oh, it's running out, we gotta pump up the numbers, it's running out. It's Earth's blood, it's never gonna run out. But what is gonna happen? We're weakening Tara, we're weakening the Earth. Sophia, what's a lot of names. A lot of names for this planet. Planet called Earth, but she's a living being. Alien, alien, elite. So again, what does this mean? That are aliens a lie? God. Do you guys believe in aliens? What's your opinion on the Christians thinking there's a rapture? Bro, can't be a rapture, right? So the biblical rapture is a complete lie, because it paints a picture of, oh, you're gonna be transported away from somewhere. You're not going anywhere. If there's a rapture, or like, let's say it's an ascension, right? That's a nicer word than rapture. There's an ascension. This doesn't mean you're going somewhere else. You're gonna be sitting in the same exact place, and just, you know, seeing different things. Because this is a matrix, right? So your eyes, your senses, is what translates the world around you. Think about it. Your pineal gland is like the radio antenna. All the frequencies around you, your pineal gland picks it up and translates to your senses what the world is around you. What you can see, touch, hear, and smell, that's all regulated by your pineal gland. See, the human eye can only see a very, very, very tiny spectrum of the known visible spectrum. So check this out. Color, spectrum, human eye. So look at this. This is known visible light, right? The human eye can only see such a small, you know, spectrum of the known visible light. See, that's by design, because that's the third dimension right there. That's the 3D frequencies. So you're not meant to see something, you know, in the fourth, fifth, sixth dimension, because your pineal gland is tuned to the third dimension. So that's where you're at. That's how the matrix works. This is a virtual reality, right? So again, if you want to ascend, this just means your pineal gland is now picking up different frequencies from higher vibrations, and you're just going to see and experience a different life. It's not like you're moving physically, being translocated somewhere. If anything like that comes up, avoid. If you ever see a spaceship telling you there's a rapture, run, bro. Run. That shit is a scam. How we doing? Johnny Batilla with $10 for 8/1988. Very, very karmic birthday. Very, very, very karmic birthday. New 11 life path, born on the 8. With that much energy. Again, I was talking about 11 and 5 being volatile. 11 and 8. A volatile combination. You will have a lot of ups and downs in life. And it's all being tied to your karma. You know? The thing is, karma is not about actions you only take here. It might be karma from past lifetimes. It might be karma from 10 lifetimes ago, right? You don't actually know. We don't get a fax when you spawn in saying, oh, boop, 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 this is your karma, this is what you have to go through. Life would be so easy if that was the case, right? It would make sense. It would be a breeze, right? But we don't have that. So the best thing you can do is to live in balance and harmony, treat others as you want to be treated, and vibrate, as one with everything else. That's the best way to cleanse your karma, right? Become a better person. Do good things without expecting anything in return. That's how you become, a good 8. So you being an 8 and an 11, this has to play a very big role in your life. So luckily, you're a dragon. And dragons are known to be some of the most honorable people in the world. A dragon with 8 energy go very, very well together, because dragons have this natural compass within them telling them what's right, what's wrong, right? So you're not going to make those mistakes. You're not going to crash out, but also you're an 11 life path, which, brings in those emotions. So you can collect a lot of negative karma from, how could I say this? You can collect a lot of negative karma based off your emotional decisions. Your impulsive decisions when you don't think it through, but just go in the rush and make a decision and mess something up. That can be the biggest source of, karmic debt for you, right? Because then you're not thinking. That's not you. That's your emotions talking. That's not your logic. So my advice is this: balance your emotions. Don't do anything crazy. Live in balance and harmony. Treat others as you want to be treated, and get ready for 2028. Yo, these 1988 dragons, I don't think they understand what's coming for them in 2028. I don't think that's good. No, they literally don't, because that will be one of the best golden ticket years for you into finance. You born 1988, last digit is an 8, 2028, last digit is an 8. Monkey, dragon, best friends, and the year has 2028 in it. So again, are we gonna realistically see another year with 28 in our lifetimes? I mean, if you plan on living to like 150, maybe, or 140, maybe we'll see, right? 2128. But again, for most of us, 2028 will be the 28th year we experience. So look back 1928. Look at the people born 1928. Look at the world events 1928 and see what happened. See how the wealth changed. Oi, bomba clot. Menalit V US 1999. Donut, appreciate it. 9/24/2001. Male, 24-year-old. Just got let from a job. It's been a dream of mine to make a living from online home. Does my birthday give me any help? I don't want to go back to the 9 to 5. That's a great question. Of course, you're born at 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 is number home. Guys, so you see it yourself. A person born at 24th is telling me their dream is to work from home. Makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense. So yeah, you got laid off in your snake. It's a snake year, and you got laid off in your own snake year. So let me tell you what this means. This means you are meant to go get laid off from there. This means long term for you as a person to evolve, it's going to be actually beneficial to do something else. Most likely you weren't meant to be there, right? Because it's a snake year and you get laid off in your own year. Some people might say that's, oh, that's bad. How can you get laid? How can it be your friendly year? You got laid off. But actually, this might be a good thing for you going forward. Because you getting laid off now is going to push you into doing something more, into figuring something out, into doing something yourself. You have to be pushed sometimes, to really break through to the next level. So again, this is your time to shine. How can you make a living from online home? Bro, the Q app. Get the Q app link. You can make so much money in GG33, guys. The Q app link, we offer a 17% affiliate link. You get 17% of all sales from people done through your link. Again, watch the last streams. Watch the last couple of streams. I was talking about it for hours. These are ways we're actually giving people chances to make money from home, right? Giving you affiliate links. You can go post that, you can share that, you can do whatever you want. You can run ads on there and bring home 17% of any sale you got. So again, this is your snake year. Don't let your head down. Just because you got laid off, take it as a chance to actually level up and go to the next step. Yes, sir. No devil. Oh, this is a banger, bro. This is like a Hall of Fame tweet, isn't it? I'm a monkey. 2028 could be good for me. Of course, that's a golden ticket year. If you're a monkey and you don't take advantage of 2028, you might as well reset, bro. You might as well reset. Reincarnation fail. If you're a monkey and you're not taking advantage of 2028, you're not making that your best year. That's not the year when you start a company. Again, guys, let me show you something. This is my company, right? I don't know if you can see it. But the founding date, this is my company in Estonia. And the founding date was 28th of June, 2023. What's the verdict on that? Is that a good day, guys? 28th of June, Elon Musk's birthday, 2023. My cat year. I was in my 33 personal year. My cat year, I think about it. It was my 2023 cat year. I turned 24 and I started the company on the 28th. I'm still gonna have that company 10 years from now. I'm still gonna have that company 20 years from now, right? I made that imprint. It's good. It's part of me now. This is my company. This is my business. This is where all my money goes to. It's on the 28th and it's my own cat year. That's how you have to do it. You have to take that action. You can't wait on your own years to become great. You can't wait and, oh, it's my own year, something's gonna fall through the window. Hell no, you gotta take it into your own hands. You gotta make those steps. You gotta start a company. You gotta launch a business. You gotta make those imprints when it's your own year. Does that make sense, guys? Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me, bro. Dap has Hitler's birthday to make him a 33. Tell the chat that. Yeah, Hitler's real birthday is 21st. It's confirmed by Gary. And again, there's stuff we can't release. We can tell when someone's birthday is wrong. We can tell because some things don't line up. Some things don't match up, right? Hitler wasn't a 5. He was a 33. Hitler wasn't born on 20th. He was born on 21st. He had the mouthpiece, like a 3, communication. Again, most people, you guys will not believe most celebrities are faking their birthdays. Most biggest celebrities are really faking their birthdays out there. So many times I give a reading to someone and I Google them and I see a different birthday there. I'm like, okay, interesting. So they give me the real birthday while everybody else in online has a different birthday. That's protection. They understand. So again, numerology astrology isn't really something. Numerology astrology isn't really something you hurt people with. It's not something you can hex someone based on numbers. Again, it's only if other people doesn't know. If other people doesn't know, then you can do it, right? If the other person doesn't know their weakness, then you can exploit it, right? So that's kind of the thing. So again, knowledge is everything. You know your enemy and friendly numbers, you can avoid a lot of problems. You know your enemy-friendly numbers, all the energies. People can't, pull one on you because you're 10 steps ahead. You know what's your weakness. You lay low those days. You're a pig. You're not gonna get a snake. A gift, a pet snake. Someone gives you a pet snake. That's a trap. They doing that shit on purpose. So again, knowledge is everything. You learn about the enemy energies, and then you protect it because you know what to avoid. You go in blind, and someone can use this knowledge against you. Literally. Akira, $10, shout out you, appreciate it. 11/1/2004. I'm 20 years old, mastering the art of trading. Best advice regarding my birthday. You are a 9 life path monkey, born on 1st. Very good trading birthday. Very, very good trading birthday. You are 9 life path monkey, but you need good mentors. You are not meant to be trading, on your own. I would say you're not meant to be doing everything alone, solo, because when you do everything alone as a person, you start procrastinating, you start losing motivation, you're not going as hard. You as a 9 life path monkey need someone to whip you. You literally need someone to be at the back of you whipping you. Be like, get back to work, monkey. Get back to work. That's what you need. That's literally what you need. So either a teammate, either a friend, business partner who's gonna push you, maybe a wife, maybe a woman who's actually gonna, stand up and tell you, be better, because 9 life path monkeys need that, right? Monkeys really do need someone to push them. It's the biggest thing. So again, now you guys start to understand why monkey and dragon is one of the best combinations, because dragons, they're naturally pushy. Dragons, they are the leaders. Dragons, they're the people who are gonna, point fingers. Guy, any of you guys have a dragon in their life? Any of you guys know any dragons? Bro, these people love pointing fingers. That's all they do. That's all a dragon wants to do. Is just want to walk by. You do here, you go there. Fix this. This must be better. That's how dragons are. Most people can't deal with that shit. Most people are going to tell the dragon, okay, stop it, But a monkey is going to appreciate it. Monkey is actually the one sign that's going to be like, whoa, someone's pushing me. Great, let's do it. Monkeys are into that sort of stuff. So you as a 9 monkey, get those teammates around you. Get those teammates around you. Now, this Hall of Feet tweet, bro. No devil time itself. 666, 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 24 hours on the clock. 2 + 4 is 6. Time is the greatest teacher. Unfortunately, it kills all the students. Ain't that some shit, huh? Ain't that some shit? So again, this was 2019, guys. This was 6 years ago. 6.5 years ago this was posted. I'm like looking through the library here. I'm like feels like looking through old scrolls, going to Alexander's library, finding the Gary section, start studying that shit, start going through it. But the six-bit number of time is very, very interesting. One thing I can say publicly is how the 369 manifests, right? With the 3. Oi, bomba! Bro, do you guys hear this? Do you like this? I set up the chat. This is Gary saying, "Give me my money." I think it's pretty funny, but this scares me. You know, I'm not used to getting jump scared. Transit, CTLA Transit with 20 New Zealand bucks. Appreciate it. 414 2000. You 11 light pad dragon, born on the 14. What's the best career for me? I'm active in combat sport and have ambitions to go pro. You have what it takes to do that. You definitely have it in you. Look at this birthday. I hope I doesn't make a mistake. Look at this birthday, bro. Conor McGregor, July 14, 1988, is 11 light pad dragon, born on 14th. You are 414 2000. You like a mini Conor McGregor. You both born on the 14th. You're both 11 light pads. You both dragons. Notice how I picked that stuff. I instantly see that, right? You talk about fighting, 11 dragon born on the 14th. I know, this is your guy. You have the same energy as one of the top people in the game. So again, of course you have the potential. Of course, keep going hard and have this guy as a mentor, bro. Look into it. Like, copy him, study him. It's for you. Look at it, your birthday in depth. You will do very, very well when you have role models. You will do, again, you're a dragon, you might, 11 light pad dragon, you might not want to hear this, but you will really do well when you have a role model, when you have someone who's gonna show you the way, so you don't have to piece everything together yourself. So again, just get a blueprint. So you take Conor McGregor's blueprint and copy paste it. That's the best advice you ever get when it comes to career, especially into fighting, right? If you want something else, of course, 11-5, you know, very good in the spotlight, very good at stuff that's grabbing attention, but also it's gotta be fulfilling. People who are 11 light pads, they need to have a job that fulfills them. 11 light pads need to feel like they're doing something real, they're doing something meaningful. If an 11 light pad is working like an office job and they might work 2 months and they don't see any physical results, it's gonna mess with their brain. It's gonna mess with their head because they're gonna be feeling like what they do isn't real, it doesn't work, it doesn't feel. That drags down the 11s. 11s need to see real results in their work. Any 11s in here, confirm it. I'm spitting game, guys. Any 11s in here, please confirm it if that was facts or no. 11 light pads need to see, you know, results. They need to see, you know, that their efforts are being appreciated. That's another thing. A lot of 11 light pads don't do the best in like office, you know, collective, you know, workplaces, because there's someone more stupid above you. They're not gonna appreciate you. They're not gonna notice you. They're not gonna see how much you're actually doing, and you're just gonna feel more and more that, you know, you're underappreciated, and you're not gonna wanna be there too long. That's what I'm telling you. 11 light pads, do something of your own. Only way. I'm born at 28, bro. I'm the same way. Speaking from experience here. Let's get back to this. There's 330 pages. Notice that? 330 pages. Where were we? Where were we? We had the 666 one, yeah? Time. No devil, only time itself, guys. This is like a Hall of Fame tweet. Kim Kardashian, nice looking woman, hardly a model. Different birthday. This is one of those people who is faking their birthday. She's not born on the 21st. I think she's born on the 22nd. Oh, wait. Let me check her birthday. I remember studying this. Yep, 21st. She's we can't very much believe she's born at 22nd, actually. Master Builder, 22 energy. Makes much more sense. So many astrology numerology divorce frauds, not me. Hey, same here, bro. not here. Look there way. Look, no frauds here. Been with the same woman for 14 years. Never been divorced. Again, I've been together with my woman now for 7 years. Going on 8. Not divorced. Fully loyal. Jay Gralit, 82, US $10, 621, 1982. You're 11 light bad dog, born at 21st. Notice how quick I do it. Like the same time I'm reading the birthday, it's already done in my head. It's an 11 light bad dog. So 11 light bad dog, born on the 21st. Again, 11-3 combination. Best for streaming, best for content creation. But in 1982, so you might not want to do that. So maybe something else that's creative. Maybe something that's, you know, you can put your heart into it. Something that's creative. Something where you can communicate with people and kind of share the magic with the world, you know. Being born 11 light bad dog, you're gonna crave attention. You're gonna need attention from the people around you. You're gonna need to feel loved, you know, need to feel special. Dogs do best, like dogs do best with attention. You have a dog, you gotta tell them you're good, you're great, you know, who's a good boy. If you have someone born 2006, 1994, 1982, you're a dog, you literally gotta pet them and tell them they're a good boy. You see, and they light up. You'll notice the dogs will light up. It's crazy. And that's another thing with dogs. They need to have fun in life. Dogs need to play. Dogs need to play. Dogs need to take them on a walk. Throw a stick to them. Throw a frisbee to them. Take a dog up to the park. Throw a frisbee to them. They're your best friend. So people, when you're a dog, have the same thing. Donald Trump, 1946, you're a dog. For him, it's playing golf. Think about it, he's an 80-year-old man. He's running the world, but he gets to the golf cart, he's a dog chasing balls. Literally, right? He's a dog chasing balls because that's his happy place. That's his happy zone. That's where he goes to relax. That's where Trump goes to recharge, right? So Trump is doing everything he's doing. He's, tiring. So he gets to the golf cart. He's actually recharging because let the dog play a bit. Let the dog chase the balls. That's what people born near the dog need, bro. They need that shit. If you're a dog and you're not, having fun, you're going to get depressed. What happens to dogs when they get depressed? They go for the bottle. You're looking at your birthday, you're an 11 life bad dog. Don't go for the bottle. 2 things you should avoid. Drinking away your emotions and eating away your emotions. Those 2 things you should watch out for. Don't try to eat or drink away your emotions. They're not gonna go away and you're just gonna look worse. quite literally like that, bro. Quite literally like that. Again, that's for $10, bro. That's you guys. $8 or above, get a reading like this. This is, a very, very good value, you guys are getting from me. Most numerologists, though, women, been divorced a few times, can't keep a marriage together, but will sell you matchmaking advice. Hey? We might have a couple of these in GG33 even. Hey, yo, not saying more. Before me, all numerologists were old divorced women. Can't say, I'm bad. I should have said that. They can't even stay married, but we sell you numerology matchmaking advice. Boss! About money! Wise Monkey, what's up, bro? See you back again. Yes, sir, we're doing another day. 87-2000, hello again. What is the main issue with dogs and dragons? How can you learn from each other? What's your main issue? Your enemy signs. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean, what's your main issue? Enemy signs. What's the main issue between a rat and a horse? They're enemy signs. That's the issue, right? So it's a natural energetical misalignment. Don't take away any personal stuff because what you might be going through is something different than what another dragon is going through. But think about it. Take away all of the personal stuff and look at the chart. Let me pull it up right now. Chinese. You seen this? So this is the dragon. This is the dog. They're opposites. 180 degrees. 180 degrees is always negative, 120 degrees is always positive. That's the system, that's the matrix, right? So a dog and dragon, no matter how much you try, no matter how much effort you put into it, no matter how much, work you give it, is never gonna be perfect. There's always gonna be an element of there, that's dragging you down of what if, what could have been. There's always gonna be that element. How can a dog and dragon deal with each other if they have to? Well, lucky for you, dog and dragon is actually one of those combinations that actually can do good at the start. So at the start it's not that bad, right? So a horse and a rat get together, start hating each other. Pig and snake get together, they start hating. They hate each other from the jump. Goat and ox, get out of here, bro. But the dragon and the dog are the ones who can actually respect each other. They can respect each other at the jump, right? They can show each other respect. They can play along. So the thing with you is when you're dealing with dogs, it might look, if it's good at the start, it usually gets much worse as it ages. Whether it be a relationship, whether it be a partnership, whether it be people you're working with, the more time you spend around them, the more it starts to affect you, right? It sounds so logical, but that's literally what it is. So look at this. Trump and Putin meeting. They just had a meeting. Dog and a dragon right there, bro. A dog and a dragon. Dog and a dragon, enemy signs. We'll see. They can play along. They can be buddy-buddy. But if push comes to shove, we'll see who's the buddy and who's the friend. We'll see. Enemy is always there, bro. Just like China found the year of the ox, Russia found the year of the goat. Russia and China look friends now, but we'll see, right? We'll see. How can we learn from each other? How can dogs and dragons learn from each other? You shouldn't. Like, what do you think? Okay, every sign can learn something from each other, right? So dogs can learn from dragons is patience. What dogs can learn from dragons is literally to become more patient. See, dragons are funny, bro. Dragons are the people who do everything at their own time. Dragons do everything in their own pace. You ever notice a dragon? Guys, put this in the chat. If you have a dragon in your life, you've ever been around a dragon, they move in slow motion, bro. They move in slow motion. Literally, they do everything at their own time. You try to hurry a dragon, tell the dragon hurry up. They're not even listening to you. They're not even acknowledging you. They're doing everything at their own pace. So again, my wife is a dragon. I'm a cat, but my wife is a dragon. So again, I'm a cat. I'm getting things done yesterday, bro. And she just takes their sweet little time. Everything at their own pace. That's what dragons are. Look at the word, drag on. Dragons drag on. It's in the name. Wanna hear something crazy? Dragons live the longest. Dragon is the sign of longevity. Durability. They live the longest. So what does that mean? The slower you move, the longer you live. Wow, cheat code. So look at the animals, right? A turtle can live, the big ass turtles live at 120 years old. They move in slow motion. They eat in slow motion. Everything's slow motion. A rabbit is gonna jump up and down for 10 years and dip out. It shows the difference, right? That's why dragons live the longest. They literally move the slowest. It makes sense, right? So again, don't be hasty as a dragon. Don't try to, when you have a dragon around you, you gotta kind of accept it, Don't try to, I learned that lesson, bro. For a couple of years, I tried to get her to move fast. Now I'm just, planning ahead. So I'm not gonna get ready and wait for her. We're gonna she's ready. That's how you deal with dragons. There's no point pushing them, no point trying to, speed them up because it's not gonna work. And again, you speed up a dragon, usually the dragons are gonna mess something up because they had their own system already in the head. The dragons had everything planned out, how they're gonna go about it, how they're gonna do it, and you came in here messing up the structure. they ain't gonna be happy with you, bro. They are not gonna be happy. Gary said rats live the longest. Bro, do they really? Do they show the proof? Show the proof. I see dragons. My grandma lived in 95. She was, in the garden in 94. That's how dragons are. Again, rats obviously live good as well. But there ain't nothing like the dragons, bro. Again, maybe some new information. Maybe I haven't been accustomed to that. Antibody in sugar, what to say? Antibody sugar cortisol diet, and we shaky. That's my son. He's a dragon. Yo, Hector, your son's a dragon. You're gonna see, bro. That kid's gonna want to do everything at their own time, everything at their own pace. If you can't keep your marriage together, what kind of numerologist are you? Clearly not a good one. They don't. This shows real numerologists don't get divorced. I've been divorced. Ain't been cheated on. Ain't had no problems like that, bro. Released more knowledge on today on Twitter than the Bible and Korean combined. Planting the seeds of enlightenment daily. 2018. He was doing that, Gary, so think about it. He was planting seeds of enlightenment daily in 2018. 7 years ago. Planting those seeds that were growing into, and now we are looking at this. This is the result, bro. You have someone like me, a cat, just coming in here, going through his tweets. These are the seeds you planted, Gary. Gary, congrats. Now we're harvesting. This is the harvesting of the fruit. Live evil backwards. That's the exact reason Bible says people are born into sin. They are scamming us, bro. They're scamming us. This again, they put so many codes and so many self-hexes and curses within the English language. It's insane. You can't even talk today anymore. You can't say, yo, I wanna chill. It has ill in it. Why are you chilling? It's illing. Let's hang out, bro. Where are you hanging from? Everything is upside up nowadays. Even the slang, they call women baddies. Oh, it's a good-looking girl. They say, oh, good girl. Oh, she's a baddie. Why is it so bad? Because it's a complete, reverse of your energies. Gary said if you have master numbers, doesn't apply quite the same. What do you mean by that? Dragon and Pig can be a power couple since 5 plus 3 is 8. Sure, they can make money together. Just like a snake and an ox make money together. Ox is the second sign, snake is the sixth sign. 6 plus 2 is 8. But they have a friendly sign, so pig and... I'll tell you this, dragon and tiger is much better than the dragon and a pig. But I'll leave it at that. Facts, my students have released more real useful information that you can use in everyday life than in the Bible, Korean combined. Again, facts. Only one sentence in the Bible is good. That's treat others as you want to be treated. Again, there's probably some other stuff as well, but that's the main thing, right? Treat others as you want to be treated. Live in balance and harmony. Again, this is 2015. Bro, this was 2015 he's talking about this. So Gary had been manifesting for now 10, 11 years of, numerology replacing religion. And I think in 2015 he was so far from it, but now it almost seems, done. Now it almost seems like it's, happening already, right? And it is. It literally is. So again, good job. Plant those seeds 10 years ago on a good date. Get the results now. Let's go. How's everybody doing today, by the way? It's an 8 light per day. It's the 28th day of the year. Did you know that? 7th of October is the 280th day of the year. So today's the 28th day. What should we do? You should do business, right? Get paid, get your money up. It's an 8th day as well. Very good energy day today. Tomorrow's a 9th day. So again, go hard now for the things. So tomorrow you can take some time off. So tomorrow's an 8th day as well, right? Tomorrow's the 8th. So we have two really good money energies coming through. First, you have the 28th energy with from 280th day. Then tomorrow's 281st day. It still has. This is a 28th energy week. Like 10 days you get essentially, or 9 days or 10 days you get some 28th energy. So again, I think we can see a lot of big moves in the financial market in the next 9 days. We'll see. This is a bet, right? Hold me to it. If in the next 9 days nothing happens, hey, you can call me out on that shit. Yo, Noriel Saley. 122 1994. I love baseball. I think I'm going pro. Sorry to say it, but I think, aren't you a bit old to go pro? Again, I'm just being real. What you are, like 32 now? 30, turning 32. So is it? I don't know how it is in baseball. I know in basketball, if you're 24, you're cooked already. You ain't getting into the league. Maybe it's different in baseball. But 122 1994. You have 5, you have 1 life path, makes sense. You love competing, you want to go pro, you want to get to the top. So being a 22, honestly, you will do better building something of your own. You love baseball, bro. Open a baseball merch store. Open a store, a business that sells baseball equipment. Sell, your own, make your own custom bats, make something else, right? And you can actually get that going, get that popping, and then you can get some attention, and maybe you can get some deals maybe with real MLB players, and actually, get involved with the scene like that. So again, sometimes it's not about, doing what everyone else is doing. Sometimes it's being aligned with your own energies and building based off that. You're born on 22nd, build something of your own. I was laughing out loud when you said that. Which part, bro? Which one? As you said a lot of crazy shit today already. I probably shouldn't. Seeing 1111 means to evolve. It's all about awareness. Sure. But again, seeing numbers, I personally don't put a lot of energy into it. Seeing numbers, 333. When you start noticing that every single day, it kind of loses the, magic to it. You see 33, 100 times a day, you're like, whatever, But if you go about trying to read every number, everything's a sign, Let's be real. If you see 1111 on your toaster, it most likely is not a, divine message from the angels. Most likely you see 1111 in your toaster, that's not your grandma, bro. That's not your grandma sending you messages, bro. I'm sorry. That's the truth, bro. It's not her, bro. Move along. It's not her. It's not her. It's just the Matrix. The Matrix code. Have you ever thought maybe seeing the number isn't good? Maybe the Matrix is trying to, scramble your brain. You never know who's out there. Always gotta be vigilant. Gotta stay on your toes, guys. We're being, we're definitely being targeted. Put down your Bible and Korean and start reading the tweets that my team GG33 puts out. Facts. Numerology astrology breaks down everything. It really does. God adds up to 8. So again, look at this, guys. God adds up to 8. That's why so many 8 life paths and grifting religion. It starts to make sense now, right? They're using the element of God to essentially make money and power for them. Grifting religion. Literally. Now, look at the opposite one. Dog adds up to 8. Why is dog backwards of God, right? Why is it? That's the 11th sign. How is the connection? Again, I can't say everything here, guys. There's levels to this game. I cannot say everything. Real name is EL. EL adds up to 8 as well. Power. EL is a code of power for the Elohim. Archangel. Michael. What's the word? Gabriel. All the L's are in Uriel. All the fallen angel. EL code 8. Elite. Israel. Religion. Bible. Angel. Michael do LeBron. Okay, gotta put something for the NBA players in there, right? Gotta put something for the sports guys in there. Even they gotta resonate with this, right? 8, power. H. Look at, guys, this is like an advanced class, right? You go through this and you go through it step by step. You don't just speed through it. You actually take your time, right? That's what we're doing today. It's a learning. It's a 7th. So we actually taking our time to actually digest this information and learn and evolve. Just like a lot of people probably have seen those tweets already. But what did they just scroll through it? Just scroll through it. Okay, cool, makes sense, whatever. You gotta actually have the intent that you're learning with the intention of raising your awareness. Evolving, attaining a higher awareness comes through the seeking of knowledge. That's what we're doing today. HQC. Those 3 letters in the alphabet, all 8 energy. 8, you look at 8. Looks like an 8, doesn't it? Look at the top side, you have the bottom side. H looks like an 8. Q has one top of an 8 and something going below, right? And the C kind of has the 8 energy in there as well. So notice even in the shapes of the letters, the 8 energy kind of comes through, right? God 764 has up to an 8. EL7. Zeus, start with the set. Zeus adds up to an 8. What are the chances, bro? What are the chances that Zeus stuff with set the 26th letter and adds up to an 8 as well? What are the chances? This is a coincidence. None. Joey Rubio for $10. Appreciate dog. 1/7/1994. 2023 was a breeze. Congratulations. Enemy sign cat year. 2024 was all bad. 7-year cycle. Dragon year. Anyway, I have dog energy. What differences do I have over 1993 roosters as a 1994 rooster? You're gonna be better looking, most likely. You're gonna travel more, and you don't get the benefits of the 22 year, right? So 1993 was a 22 universal year. People who are born in 22 universal years have a lot of gifts. They're not as potent as, you know, actual 22 energy, but it's definitely there. So why did you have a bad? Let's check it out. So obviously 2024 was your 7 personal year, right? Yeah, you said that yourself, so that's why it was so shit. If you got through your enemy year, don't take that as a, you know, that it doesn't work for you. Take it as you won the lottery. If you're like, not everybody has shit enemy years. Some people have good years and it comes back to haunt them in the next one. You yourself, you say you had a, you know, was a breeze. 2023 was a breeze. 2024 was all bad. This doesn't make you a dog. This means you had a good enemy year. So the next year is gonna come next time. So it's better that you got out of it, you know, in 2024 than if you had a shit 2025. So Joey Rubio, tell me this. Write down in the chat. How was 2025 for you? How has the snake year been for you? This is how you can test it, right? You know, I don't think you have any, you know, dog energy from being born 1994, January 7th. I think you have a lot of rooster energy, and it just showed 2025. That's how it is. Bradley, 9/9/99, 9/8/2003. Planning to move to Korea next year, 2026. What are your thoughts, bro? I gotta check something out, bro. Let's see where I have it. I gotta check something out. So this is my, of course, this is the Q app. We have the Q app for this, but don't wanna close the stream, so I go to my little file in here. Go to my little file. And see Korea. Where is South Korea? South Korea is a rat. Boom. You ain't going to Korea next year, bro. South Korea is a rat. Don't make the mistake. Don't fall into that trap. It's a trap. It's a psyop. It's a trap, bro. Do not move to Korea 2026 because Korea, South Korea founded you a rat. Or maybe you're going to North Korea, right? Maybe that's a different story then if you're going to North Korea. But no, don't do it next year. If you want to move to Korea, do it now. Or better yet, do it next year. After next year. After the horse year is over, then go to Korea. Then it's 2027 goat year. You own goat energy. So you should, if you make such a big move as actually translocating and going to another country, you should try to do that under friendly energy. Yo, donuts coming in. So makes sense, bro. 2025 is low recovering year, trying to move accordingly. Interesting. Joey, send me a DM. I gotta watch what I say. I can't really get into the too much advanced stuff. Send me a DM. I'll hook you up on IG. Yeah. So you see, Braden Bowie, you do not want to move to Korea next year. It would be a very bad imprint. Instead, you should do in 2027 when it's your goat year, right? Your own energy. That's the value. Again, you pay $10 to literally avoid one of the biggest mistakes in your life. Because maybe again, is it a guarantee that you're gonna fail? It's not a one-size-fits-all, guys. That's the thing with energy. Everybody gets hit different. You make the move to Korea in the rat year. You know, maybe you get someone pregnant in there. You didn't want to get pregnant. Now you gotta stay there. Maybe something happens with the job. Maybe something happens to Korea and you're just in a wrong place at the wrong time. Again, you're gonna feel drained when you be in a country that's going through the enemy year. People in Australia. People in New Zealand, I'm telling them, take some time off next year. Go travel, spend less time in that country because it's rat energy. It's only going to drag you down. You have less luck, make less money, have less success overall because that's how energies work. You're collecting negative karma. If you want to really dumb it down and simple it down, think of it like this. The more you are around enemy energy, the more negative karma you accumulate. Right? So let's say in this year, you're living in Ohio, you're living in Arizona, the peak states. The more time you spend there, the less the snake year is gonna like you. the less the snake energy is gonna benefit you, right? So you just don't want to play those games. This is why we learn this information. Make sense? JM Collex 33, male 423 2003, born 10:34 a.m. How's my future looking like? My 30s? Why do you want to look about your 30s, bro? You got the next couple of years to look forward to, bro. You got some very, very big years coming up. So you're now in a 1 personal year, which is going to be in an 11 personal next year, and you'll be in a 3 personal year in your GOAT year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Just confirm that. Yeah, you'll be in a 3 personal year in your GOAT year. So again, you want to set yourself up in your 30s, lock in now. Make live 2027 in such a way so you're thinking about how you're going to live in your 30s. So starting something off, open an investment. You want to have a better, life in your 30s? Start making investments 2027 when you're 24. Start building up towards, you doing great in your own years. You got to live your own energy year like you want to live the rest of your life. So for me, I started editing for Gary. I started working for Gary 2023, my cat year. I was the first clipper for him. People don't know that I was literally Gary's first clipper. I made the YouTube account. Yo, new information. I was the one, I made Gary's YouTube account. It was 11/11/2022. He didn't have it before. He just got started TikTok. He just did his first podcast. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Because I was making clips for him as well. I started editing for him. And then I started doing readings. And then it started evolving. And now I started my own channel, 2024, right? So everything I'm doing now, I planted the seeds in 2023, right? And I'm going to have that for the rest of my life. Doing numerology readings, I'll always have that imprint of starting in my own year. That's what you want to be do good in your 30s. That's how you got to live 2027, my goat. My goat. What's up, David Puff? 9/23/2004, male, want to move to US from Canada. Okay, makes sense. What's the best way to make money career-wise for my birthday? So, straight up, you're born on 23rd, the best financial move you can make is coming to America. Literally, the best financial move you can make is getting out of the shithole Canada and going to America. Of course, monkey nation, monkey country, your monkey checks out, but you're also born on 23rd. And people born on 23rd, when they go to a different country, something unlocks. Something just unlocks within them and doors start opening up. I've seen it so many times, right? The 5 isn't doing good when they were born. They go somewhere else, they start thriving. Fives are not meant to stay in the same old, town they grew up in, be in the same house, their parents grew up in, go in the same place. No, 5s need to do things different. So you want to make money? Start making money in America. But we're looking at you on 11 life path. 11 life path born on the 23rd. How best way to make money career-wise for my birthday? So again, do you want money now? Do you need something now? Do you need to make money to go to America? So I'm just trying to get the idea in here. So, or do you need a long-term job? Do you actually want a full career reading? Because you should focus on your craft right now. You're 2004, so right now don't think about money. Think about learning. Think about yourself as a person, how valuable you are, how many problems you can solve, right? So what? You're 23 years old. You just turned 23. Don't think about money every day. Think about how you can get better as a person. How you can do things other people can't. How you can get stuff done and solve problems other people haven't found the solutions for. Start training, start learning. Use those, early 20s as a way to push yourself forward and propel yourself later on when, things are okay, you're younger. Did I mess up it? Yeah, you're 21, bro. I literally messed it up. You're 21. Don't be thinking only about money. Think about how you can become a, more valuable person and money will come to you. Makes sense. Love enough and a soulness can develop a soul. So Philip, let me ask you this, Philip. How can you make a difference between someone who doesn't have a soul versus someone whose soul is very sleep? Because a lot of people actually have a soul, but it's very much sleep within them. Either their pineal gland got calcified, either they got vaxxed, either something else happened, and they start just losing that spark in their eyes, starts dimming and dimming and dimming. How can you make the difference between someone is like that, so they have a soul within, versus someone who doesn't have it complete as an organic portal? How can we make the decision, right? How can you be the judge of what we're dealing with? That's the thing to consider. Ricardo Gassati, hey David, 9/17/2003. A lot of goats in here. My goats. A lot on September goats for some reasons. Makes sense. As goat water is better work in Cayman Islands or north of Italy mountains. Got an offer as a server in fine dining in both places. So I think you'll make a lot more money in the Cayman Islands than you would do in Italy. Northern Italy is absolutely stunning. Northern Italy is amazing. If you guys haven't been, highly recommend checking out Lake Como. You can take a boat there, go to Bellagio, go to all the cities. Type out Lake Como into Google. You will see. I will show you guys. I will show. I've been there so many times now. I think living in Europe is great. You can travel. You can travel. I can go there, and the plane tickets will cost me $20. I shit you not. I've gone there. It was 2022 last time I went there, and the plane tickets cost like $25 a person. Literally, that's traveling in Europe, right? So this is great, but again, being in the service industry in Italy is not the same as being in the Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands, you maybe get some people who are, the whales in there tipping you a lot. You don't really get that in Northern Italy, bro. People don't have money like that in there. Make currency, not money. Cash equal debt with currency. What are you on about, bro? Joining a company in enemy year? Not good. Don't do it. My second name is Michael, and I heard in Gematria it adds up to 33. Is this true? Check it out. Let's test it. Michael 1 plus 3. I should do the calc. I can do it in my head as well, but it takes me longer time to do this here. Did I make a mistake? It adds up to 32 to me. Uh-oh. Do we got a false flag in here? Does Michael add up to 33, guys? Let's just check it out one more time. We got one more chance. 1 plus 3, I is the 9th. C. It's A, E, L. I'm the dumb one. Yeah, it adds up to 33. So Michael adds up to 33. Michael Jordan, there are a lot of people with 32 energy, with the name, like it can influence, right? Put it like this. This name has the power to influence. This doesn't make you a 33 by any means of imagination. If your name adds up to 33, you cannot claim that you're 33, right? But what you can claim is your name giving you influence. So guys, let me check this out. Take my name, right, David? My name, right? T is the second letter. A, V is the 22nd. 5, 2, 33. Right there. So yeah, you can use this name to influence, but you're not a 33. Doesn't mean that. English is a magical language. For no coincidence, they call it spelling. Casting a spell. What do we do? Is this Harry Potter? We didn't go into Hogwarts in here? What's going on, Gary? Astrology at work. See some Twitter stuff. Michael Jackson. Just talked about the Michael. Listen to that. We just talked about the Michael. Now it popped up. Died on the 25th. Lisa Left Eye Lopez died on the 25th. Tupac Shakur at 25 hours. What does this mean, bro? What does this mean? What's the connection here? I don't know what he's talking about. Let's be honest. 2018, Gary makes so many, encrypted, coded numerology, And maybe if it's spend time on here, look at the birthdays. I can piece it together. But I have no idea what he's on about here. Astrology, the best. Fuck. My bad. Did that shit again. Mark Zuckerberg, this is a good one. Mark Zuckerberg real birthday. So guys, I'm telling you, these people are psy-upping their birthdays. These people are literally, they don't have the real birthdays on the internet. Look at this. Mark Zuckerberg. Oi, another 5.99. Ricardo, what's the Cayman Island sign? Get the Q app. Look it up, bro. Why do you pay me the $5 to get the sign, bro? You can just give the $5 to Q app and figure it out yourself. So let's do it online. You can do it for free, bro. Cayman Islands, founded in. This is how you figure out founding dates, right? You get Cayman Index, founding in. Okay, Columbus sighted 1503. Is this the main imprint? 1503. What's 1503? Chinese zodiac. It's a pig. Oh, it's a goat. Or it's a pig. Someone's capping, bro. Someone's capping in there. One place says pig, other one says goat. Which one do you believe, chat? Is a pig or a goat? So anyways, it looks like it's your friendly sign, right? You were a goat, as I remembered. Where are you? Let me check that. Ricardo. I don't see the reading anymore, Ricardo. I don't see your donation anymore. When you make a donation, it doesn't show the last one you had. Weird. True, can you tell he ain't a 5 by the way he talks? Bro, you can tell Mark Zuckerberg ain't a 5 by a very simple trick. You look at his wife, bro. She looks pretty good in here. She's like has makeup on. But bro, I don't think he's a 5, bro. This man's one of the most richest people in the world, and that's who he dates. This bro is not a double 5. I'm calling cap, bro. This guy is not a double 5. Let's be honest here. He's a 33. He started Facebook in dorm room 33. Mark Zuckerberg using numerology. So again, Let me show you a very, very advanced thing. This is what a lot of GG33... Again, this is not leaking any advanced info. This is just something most people haven't looked into. When Zuckerberg started Facebook, before he started something called Face Mash. You guys heard of Face Mash? Face Mash was what Mike said, what was Facebook before Facebook, right? And it was launched 2003. Let me check the date. Face Mash was launched October 28, 2003. So before Facebook was launched 2004, 3 light per day, monkey year, Mark Zuckerberg launched Face Mash on October 28. So even Facebook has 28 energy. People always ask, where's the 28 Facebook? It's right there. It's right there. You want to hear something crazier? Facebook changed to Meta on October 28, 2021. October 28, so the same day Zuckerberg originally started Face Mash, October 28, he changed from Facebook to Meta on October 28, getting another 28 imprint in there. And how is Meta stock doing? 700 bucks. So again, let's look at this. Let's look at this for a second. Look up 2021 when he made the shift. So he made the shift 2021 October 28. So Facebook was at $323. Obviously it had a dip in 2022 and it flew up. Again, almost other stocks did as well. Maybe not a good example, but still Facebook has the 33 imprint. Is one of the richest. The 28 imprint is one of the richest companies in the world. And now, for the advanced people in here, for the GG33 members, something for you to decode. So Face Mash was launched 2003, year the GOAT, but October 28, 2003. But Facebook changed to Meta October 28, 2021. Ox year. Enemy signs. Why did Mark Zuckerberg, he started the first imprint in a GOAT year, but then changed on the ox year? The people would say that's a wrong thing to do. That's not right. Right? How you're not supposed to do that? Advanced numerology. Advanced numerology and astrology. Stuff we can't get into here. So again, started Facebook from Dorm 33. Clearly not a coincidence. When GG33's power, women will be paid to stay home and breastfeed the babies. Every man should be doing this. If you have a woman and you have kids and she has to work, bro, let them be with the kids. So what are you doing? So let me get this straight. People are going to work to make money so they can have money to put the kids into childcare. So someone pays someone else to take care of the kids while they go out and make money to give to the kids. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, this loop? No, just the woman be at home, deal with the kids, and the world will be a better place. 12 plus 1, 13. System, numerology, hidden in plain sight. 12 jurors, 1 judge. 12 disciples, 1 Christ. 12 signs, 1 son. What else? 12 federal banks, 12 regional banks for 1 main bank in DC. Always that 13 is the number of the system. It's the number of the matrix. 13 is connected to, how can I say it? I gotta watch what I say. There's levels to this. I'm practicing, guys. I'm getting better at this. I don't want to leak too much. But again, 13 is very much connected to the material side of life. Have you guys ever heard 13 is as a hidden 33? You guys heard Gary say 13 is a hidden 33? What does this mean, right? Does this mean if you're born at 13, you're a 13 life path, you're a 33 life path? No. What this means is that 13 has the power to influence. The 13 has the power to influence and spread their message to the world. That's what McDonald's, Big M. Every single country, maybe North Korea and a couple others, have McDonald's in their country. All across the world, wherever you go, you can get a Big Mac somewhere. M, the 13 letter, influencing. That's where the 13 influence comes from. And money starts with M, 13 letter. Yes, sir. I was the one. Again, my bad. I missed out again. Maybe the Matrix wants us to read this one. Let's check this one. But this was during the COVID times. This wasn't that fun. He was just tweeting about that shit. We ain't gotta. That's an old timeline, bro. That's an old timeline. We ain't gotta go in there. Your eyes belong to the Matrix. Your memories are part of the Matrix. Your emotions are fueled to the Matrix. Your soul is imprisoned here in the Matrix, but your ego is free. Detached from the high mind, only real freedom you have in this virtual reality. Makes sense. Makes kind of sense, doesn't it? Abortion from an energetical standpoint is the most evil thing a person can do. Guys, I saw, on a serious note, I saw a crazy article that said like 26% of like Gen Z were aborted. 26%, that's more than both world wars combined of people dying. That's hundreds of millions of unborn souls that just got stuck in a recent egg. What happens to them? What happens to the souls? If the kids, 6 months in there, they have a conscious in there. If the heart is beating, the soul is in there. Because heart is the prana seed. Heart is the first thing that develops. Did you guys know that? In the fetus, the heart is the first thing that develops because that's your prana seed. That's like your seed, that you come down into this earth and plug it into this matrix and you come as a person. That's what your heart is at the core of all of it. Your heart is beating the drum of your song, your symphony that manifests yourself into this reality. So again, you cut it off, from an unborn baby, 6 months old. What's gonna happen to the soul? Are you the one are you gonna take the risk? Never do something like this. Game called life comes down to this. You have certain tests you have to pass in this very lifetime. Goal is to learn every lesson, pass every test in the least amount of lifetimes, reincarnations. Enlightened souls do it in 13 lifetimes, others take thousands to get to the next level in the matrix. See, I don't agree with this because I don't think enlightened souls even can do it in 13 lifetimes because the game is meant to be played more, right? And also I think now the world is very much different. Not even from the time when he was tweeting it, but I believe this matrix is in a quarantine. I don't think, no new souls coming in, and most people haven't been going out. So there are souls in here that have been probably stuck for millions of years. That's my belief. I can't prove it. It's just how I feel. I think getting through it 13 lifetimes, it should be like this. It should be, right? You should get through it. You shouldn't spend more than, I would say even, a one lifetime in the third dimension. Because third dimension is still bottom of the barrel. In this matrix, supposedly there's 15 different levels of the matrix. First one, you have 1D. Second, you have 2D. Now 3 dimension, you have depth in here as well, right? So we're still very early into the game for us to get stuck in here like this. So something else must be going on. It's not meant to be like this. Make sense? The so-called void is how advanced beings transfer a soul from an old body to a younger body. Time kills the physical, but not the soul. So that's the pyramids. That's what Gary thinks the pyramids are for. I believe pyramids are like cold energy fusions, generators. That's what Tesla was saying as well. But why not both? Why not both? Soul recycling among mass death, life is given. That's the wars. That's Genghis Khan. That's Alexander the Great. Matrix reset systems. Gold is the only thing that can heal the body and a soul. The only metal that works in the material and spiritual world. Do you guys have gold? You guys got gold? We got these 4,000. An ounce is over 4,000. It's crazy. Yeah, baby's back spitting knowledge every day, bro. This is how it's gonna be. Get used to it. Why do you guys always hinder your eyes with sunglasses? Bro, I can show you. There are 2 damn lamps. I'll show you. I don't want to mess up my camera. But guys, there's 2 bright lamps coming into my face. It's all for lighting. I don't know how people do it without the sunglasses, right? I'm not trying to hide my eyes. I have videos with my eyes. It's the fucking lights, bro. War in the Matrix, recycling souls. I don't want to see that shit. Come on, Gary. NSFV. Damn, lost it again. You guys like this? Should I keep going? Do you guys like this or should I do something else? Hey, do we have any readings? Let me check. Braden Boyd, 9/8/2003 and 9/19/2005. How is the relationship compatibility? Let's put it in the Q app, shall we? Let's put that shit into the Q app. So let's make a test, guys. So you see, 9/8/2003. Let's do a game. Let's do a game, guys. What do 9/8/2003 versus 9/19/2005? What do we think is gonna be the compatibility? We're gonna put that into Q app and write it down, guys. What do you think? What's gonna be the compatibility? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they friendly? Are they not? Looking at that, I'm thinking it's more like definitely above 50. I would put that above 50 for sure. Above 50. I would ask the rooster and a goat though. Bro, that might be in the 65s. That might be. I'm placing my bet 65%. I'm placing my bets. Write it down. What do you guys think? How compatible is 9/8/2003 versus 9/19/2005? We get 56% from Slim Diesel. Let's place the bets in. I'm putting it in. That's the power of the Q app, guys. You can take any birthday, any date instant match. There's nothing like this. Nothing like this ever made, and then never will be anything like this made unless it's coming from GG33. I got it in here. Let's see. 61% it says. 35. Ricky, that's low. That's very low. 30, 66, 62. Yeah, only one chance. You didn't say that was your 62%, 66%, 58. I'm around 65 as well. Let's see. Drum roll. Dun. 68.63%. 68.63% is the winner. Who got the closest? Hyena said 68 just before. Hyena, you got the closest. Let's go. Congratulations. Cut all of it. Look at us here. Going 66. With Andy, I go 65. You just cut us off by 1%, bro. Congratulations, Hyena. Did you win something? You won some cloud, bro. You won some points. If I had some points, I could give you the channel points. Anyways, let's get back to the show. Where were we? Here we are. What's the worst date in American history? This is for you American guys. I have no idea what these dates are. I'm not American, thankfully. So again, I love you Americans, but every time I travel to America, the food just messes me up, bro. I cannot eat in America. It literally takes me out, bro. My body does not digest those poison. I'm used to eating clean, bro. I eat food, grown locally, grown organically. And my mom's growing, my mom has a garden. She's growing stuff, bringing it to me. I'm eating like, fresh actual food. I go to America and it's like, that shit's trying to take you out. You guys know what Wonder Bread is? I had this thing, Wonder Bread. Do you know, guys, who's eating Wonder Bread? Type one in the chat if you've seen what this shit is. Bro, half a loaf would take me out. No cap, bro. Half a loaf would take most Italians out. Most French people, they cannot digest that, bro. That's not food, guys. That is not food. And that's why, I'm happy I'm not in America, because shit, it's different. Everything is trying to poison you. Everything is trying to get at you. It's insane, bro. What's it called? Little Caesars, bro. I had Little Caesars in America. I took 2 bites. I was done, bro. That shit knocked me out. Again, I had a cheese pizza. I didn't have no fucking pork in there. But bro, Little Caesars, the worst fucking thing I've ever eaten, bro. Never again. My day was ruined, bro. Ruined. I felt like shit. Again, you go to Italy, you go to Naples, you go to Croatia, you eat pizza there, it's like light, you feel good, you don't feel nothing, don't feel like you ate, something out. 2 bites of that, and that has like 2,000 calories. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Makes sense? Wonder Bread. He's got Wonder Bread because you gotta wonder if you'll survive, bro. For real. Yo, how's the relationship? We said 68.63%. Really, really good. Really, really good. 68% is very good. 68%, you can wife her up and have a very good time. Literally, 68 is very, very, very compatible. So, in the 50 is like, 50 is better than neutral. I would say based with the Q compatible calculator, 40 might be like neutral, getting to the lower side. 50 is, decent. And 68 is already really good. So the problem with you is you are a rooster and a goat. So they are very, very different signs. Goats are much more softer. Roosters are much more aggressive. So when the woman is a rooster and the man is a goat, you just gotta make sure you keep that alpha energy. You cannot be a beta dealing with a 2005 rooster, because then she's gonna step over you and take all your shit. That's what's gonna happen if you 2003 goat gets, don't stand up to 2005 rooster. You're gonna get your ass handed to you. And again, she's an 8, isn't she? She's an 8. Of course she's an 8. She's gonna take you back, bro. But only if you're a beta. If you're beta, then she's not gonna work. You have to be the man. She's the rooster, but you gotta be the alpha in the room. Then it can work, because otherwise 68%, everything else is good. Very good. Today is a 7-day numerology. Don't work out. Guys, I'll tell you a secret. Today's the 7th. I worked out today. I worked out today. I didn't go too hard. I took a chill, but again, it's a 8 life path day, right? So on an 8 life path day on a 7th, bro, I skipped yesterday, bro. I'm a 111, guys. I'm a 1 life path bone on 11 day. If I don't work out, my mind's not right. I start tweaking, bro. I need it. And every 111 needs it. You are the best version of yourself when you're working out and getting it out of energy. Think about one energy. Competitive. That drive. Argumentative. Want to fight people, you take it out in a gym. You take it out under a bench instead of taking it out on other people. You understand? 111s need to work out. Astrology facts. Aquarius born Aquarius born people are attracted to people outside their own race. That's why in the age of Aquarius you have so many interracial couples. Makes sense, right? We all heard this before. This was 2019 though. Just 2019, 33.7 when he released it. Interesting. Might have been on purpose. Might have definitely were. Greatest rapper of all time, Tupac Shakur, born 1971, year the pig. Gunned down in Vegas, city founded year the snake. Pig and snake are enemy signs. Now we have the Q app, guys. We're saved. We're good. We don't have these problems anymore. We have the Q app and you can avoid enemy cities. He should have known. Pig should have known not to get tripped up in Vegas. And by the way, Suge Knight, also snake. No kids, end of bloodline, stuff you're too ignorant to. Don't want to see the as for Bitcoin, called the December 2017 top. What does this mean, guys? What does this mean? Did we find something we shouldn't? What does this mean? Did the Bitcoin top 2017? Let's see. Let's put it to the test, bro. Bitcoin price. Let's see what's going on. 2017. Oh, it did top in 2017. Look at that. It did top. Went down for almost a year. Look at that. Then, we see what happened, but it is what it is, right? Can't win them all. Can't win them all. We're working out, we're listening to that comment. Get out there, bro. Get out there. Africans, my favorite, but I attract a lot of Latinas. Bro, Africans are amazing people, bro. I've talked to so many Africans, given readings to them. They're really into this stuff. Like, people from Africa are very awakened. They might not have as much money as other countries, but a lot of them can afford these readings. But again, I talk to them online. I talk to them in my DMs. Some do get readings. Very awakened people. Very spiritual. Talking to them. Start talking to African about the soul. They're gonna get it. Start talking about the soul to an African American, yeah, so then you might start getting looks, Of course, not to put it against you, there's good people in there as well, but if I had to choose between an African and an African American, there's no choice, bro. There's no choice, bro. I'm friends. One of my best friends are Africans. Not friends with any African American. I'm playing, guys. Gotta have fun, right? Money can buy you health, while people are living longer than ever before. One day money will be able to buy you immortality. Don't take it. When they offer you that, it's gonna be with cyborgs, it's gonna be with AI. You're not gonna, Again, people who are gonna get into it most likely don't have a soul already. But if you have a soul, do not merge with the computer, bro, because that shit is gonna take your soul. On, no, same letters, same values. O15 and 14 adds up to 11, right? On, off, on, no adds up to 11. Think about it. No, when you say no, that brings, emotion. But how many people get emotional when you tell them no? You tell a woman no, they get emotional because no adds up to 11. See how deep, these codes are imprinted into it. Literally. How do you know Scorpios think about sex? Eyes are open. How do you know a Capricorn is turned on? You're in a bank. How do you know a Leo is cheating on you? They are breathing. I knew that. I remember that one. How do you know a Gemini is lying? They are talking. Western astrology, women astrology, right? This is the women's astrology. The greatest men in world history all share one trait. They turn negatives into positives. The matrix will always challenge you. How you fight it back will be the deciding factor of how successful you are in this virtual reality we call life. Bro, it's so hard reading Gary's tweets because he tweets in such an off manner, bro. He tweets in such an off manner, he's he does it on purpose, bro. Gary does it on purpose. When he misspells stuff, he literally does it on purpose to get people triggered. If you ever call the Gary out on his spelling, you're an NPC, bro. How many times the lead fuck things up because too many people were piggybacking me because I made a public call? Really? Interesting. Is he talking about the sports picks? Who knows? When the legal system fails, when karma takes too long, take the word of spiritual level. Eve is there. Look at the word level, right? Level. What a code is the word level, right? LE, the LE code, which is talking about it. Then you have the V, the 22nd letter, and then EL again. Level. Get to the next level. We're all in a different level. What does that mean, bro? Why am I pro-Trump? Oh, when that gonna? Oh, this is Gary's wife. Look at this, guys. Gary's wife, a tweet collection of Gary's wife. So I am a cat. I'm not gonna go through a rooster's tweet collection, even though she's a very, very smart woman, and her tweets should be definitely looked at. So you guys can get this tweet list. You can definitely find it and go through it. A lot of gems in there, I'm sure. Women hit their prime in 20s, men hit their prime in 40s. Meaning if a woman gave you the best year of your life when you were young, men need to do the same thing when older. Interesting. That's a good point. You guys in the chat, do you agree with this point? Hi David, please. 29/12/1989. Your file life as Snake, born on 29th. I was just saying about this energy before. 5 and 11 is a very, 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 very volatile energy. A lot of ups and downs. You will have sudden changes, sudden shifts. You think you're going one way, next day you're doing something else. You think you're doing one thing, next day you're something completely different. That's how 511 works. You never know what's coming tomorrow. So again, you just gotta learn to ride the wave. You gotta ride the roller coaster. Enjoy it. Enjoy those ups and downs. Go expect them. Expect volatility, and you have a great time. You'll have fun. If you're always trying to, calm down, it's never gonna. Hi, from USA, is this a good year to get married? I don't know your birthday. I don't know the woman's birthday. Just because you're from USA is not enough data for me to give you a wedding date, bro. It's not. There's a lot of people in the USA, huh? If I piss you off all the time and that leads you to hate me, it's because you are covered in darkness and I am the light. Truth is my weapon, knowledge is my strength. Chat, what do we think of this? Well said, you missed my second donor, brother. Bro. My bad, bro. I was reading with bad Payton. Assuming I imprint everything correctly, JRM collects 33 with the $10. Assuming I imprint everything correctly in my code year, how's my future looking like? Male for 24, 2003, born 10:34 a.m. Let's see. I think you're gonna be very spiritual. You're gonna be very, very spiritual as you get older. You're gonna be less in that, drive. Right now you're in a driving seat. Think about it like this. Right now you're in a driving seat. You wanna go. You're full of ambition. But then at some point in your 30s, after you kind of done everything you wanted, after you got everything you craved, then you're gonna take a very spiritual route. That I can see in your birthday. You're gonna take a very spiritual route. You're gonna start waking up other people. You're gonna be doing, what we are doing here in GG33. I think that's, definitely in the cards for you in your 30s and your 40s. And looking later in your life, there's gonna still be some volatility. There's your life it's not gonna, I wouldn't say it's gonna get easier. I'm just gonna say you're gonna be more on terms with the situation. It's a good way to put it, right? It's not that life gets easier, you're just gonna handle it better. Put it like this. What's the difference between tropical and real sidereal? Honestly, I haven't looked too much into it. So tropical and sidereal astrology, there's a lot of stuff in there that's real. There's a lot of stuff in there that isn't. There's a lot of good information that really works and is very, very advanced. There's a lot of stuff in there that's complete nonsense, complete garbage. That's how it is with the game. So again, focus on stuff that works. If you want to learn sidereal astrology, you want to learn Vedic astrology, be a master at that, do it. Go ahead. We have Ashwin for that, right? Ashwin, I believe, is selling actually Vedic astrology classes. You ain't gotta look further than GG33. We got all bases covered, bro. We got literally all bases covered. We have health experts. We have financial experts. We have financial experts. We have numerology, astrology, Western astrology, Chinese astrology, Celtic astrology. We got it all, bro. We got it all. 6/20/1994 is San Antonio, Texas. Good for me, bro. Next stream, we're gonna do a full Q stream. So I'm gonna have actually the Q app pop up on my screen so I can use it on my computer, and we're gonna be going through everything. We're gonna be giving everyone their best country, their best city, their best brands, their best cars, and the worst ones as well. So look forward to that. There's a new episode in the cards, definitely on the schedule. I appreciate you guys being 60 viewers. So most people would see 60 viewers and we got that shit. Guys, 60 viewers, I'm blessed, bro. Thank you all for being here. It's amazing. I actually had a lot of fun streaming last time, and I think I'm gonna keep doing it, bro. This is super fun for me. All the 3 energy, I just can't talk. I just get here and just talk. This is what I do, bro. What is a reading? What is doing readings? People call me, I talk to them for an hour. That's my job, is talking. Makes sense. I do it in front of the camera as well, right? Yeah, I can see that my life has been hitting, and I see that can come. See how that will continue. It is what it is. This is what my soul wants me to learn, so I need to keep moving forward. What was your question again? Yeah. I see it. Hey, nothing to worry about, bro. I think you'll be good. You're a 6 life path, born at 24, so you're double 6. Your life will begin when you have kids. Let me tell you this, bro. What's your name again? JRAM collects 33. Your life will begin when you have kids. So you have right now, I'm assuming you don't have kids, you're in a phase 1 of your life. Then maybe you have a kid when you're 27, when you're 28, 29. Don't have a kid when you're 30. That's 2033, right? You're in a year, maybe 31, 32. At one point, new life for you begin. That's when you have kids. We're double 6, completely new world for you will form. You have different values, different person, different beliefs, different everything, right? So enjoy your life now. Don't be in the future. Don't think too far into the future now, because there's gonna be completely different. You can't plan what kind of person you're gonna become when you have kids. You're just gonna become it. That's my advice for you, bro. Take a step back. July 25, 2001, should you get married? You can. I don't see a problem. You can get married. You're for 7. You're born in a 7 month as well, so there might be problems, but you can definitely get married. You're not one of those who shouldn't get married, but you are one of those who should be with a very compatible energy. You should be with someone who's very, very compatible with you. If it's like a 50%, then it's probably not gonna work. You need, when you're 7, you need someone who's like an 80 plus, bro. When you are 7 life path or born at 7, 16, 25th, you need someone in a relationship who you have like an 80% compatibility with. That's honestly the only way. Excuse me, I have an important, Evelyn, excuse me, I have an important question. Why aren't loans accepted for the academy? Is it that karma? Because what do you mean loans accepted for the academy? Academy is like $98 a month, bro. We don't want to deal with loans. So someone bum loans, into the academy and they start paying it up forward. That just brings problems. So my bad if it's too expensive for you. Gotta take that with Gary. Well, not really my call, is it, bro? 627 2005 and you with the 14 Australians. Appreciate it. You're 627 2005. So you're one of those 22 4s again, right? So this is a very interesting birthday. Guys, look at this. 627 2005. When you add everything up, 6 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5. Wait, let me make sure I don't make a mistake. Yeah, you're to adds up to 22, right? So you are 22 life path. But now, since you're born at 27, 2 plus 7 is 9. And sorry, when you add plus 27 in your birthday, it adds up to a different number. Adds up to 31, right? Or even 40. So you are a 22-4. You're not a pure 22 like you would be if you were born 6-9, 2005. That would be a pure 22, right? You are 22-4, meaning in life, just like a 33-6, you in life go through both signs. At times you will be a 22, at other times you'll be more like a 4. Understand? So if this is really, let me think this through how I say it. For you, it's very important how you live your life is going to define which energy you manifest into, right? If you're just a worker bee, if you're working for someone else, you're more like a 4. If you build something of your own, then you are tapping into that 22 energy. But you gotta work for it no matter what. Nothing will come easy for you. You gotta work harder than most people. You gotta work harder than most 22s. You gotta build more than most 4s. You are a 22-4, right? So it's your choice which energy you wanna manifest. Build something of your own, be that 22, or you're just a worker bee, like a 4. That's up to you, bro. 2005, so this year should be very, very good for you. You now went to a 6-person year as well. A lot of responsibilities coming your way. Expect a lot of responsibilities coming to your way in a 6-person year. Very, very good responsibilities. Next year you have a 7-year, so that's the time to really study and learn. It's a horse year. Oh, bomba cloud, what happened? All good. And 2027, you have an 8-year. But look at this. You are again blessed because in 2028 you have for the first half you have an 8-person a year. Think about it, from your birthday 2027 to your birthday 2028 you have an 8-year. So when 2028 starts, you still be in an 8-person a year. 8-person a year plus the year 2028. I'm jealous, bro. I am jealous. Right on, this channel is so dope. Thank you, Hector, bro. I appreciate it. Hector Gonzalez, give it up for Hector Gonzalez. My Mexican homie, yeah? Bro, I need some tacos, bro. Need me some tacos. See, guys, I live in Estonia. If you didn't know, I'm from Estonia. And the problem with Estonia is, okay, it's a good thing. There's all white people in here. There's no diversity here, right? So it tastes good on one side, but this is very bad food in here, right? We don't have Mexican food here. Why? Because there's no Mexicans. You can't expect to get a white guy to cook you Mexican food. Stop the cap, bro. So again, I gotta come to America to get a taste of that sweet fucking burrito, bro. That's what I eat. That's what I eat. When I'm in America, I'm all tapped into that. July 25, 2001, how's money coming? Am I compatible with November 14, 2002? Let me do a quick one. You're not that compatible. It's not that great. You shouldn't, honestly. It's not that bad that I'm saying you shouldn't be together. You have some compatible energies, but see the potential of having someone friendly next to you. There's the difference between having someone who's a 60% and you'll be okay versus somebody being a 95 and you dominate together, right? Or someone being even, okay, 95 is pushing, right? In the 90s, in the 80s, super good. So what's that gonna do is gonna benefit and boost you up no matter what it is you're doing. You wanna make money, doing business, gonna be better. You want to be something else, you have projects, they're going to run smoothly because you get so much energy from the person you're with. So you want to be together with a 2002 horse, next year might be really good, right? Next year, if you're together with a horse, if your partner is a horse and, you're sleeping with her, then you get a lot of that energy. So next year, you can have a better year next year than a lot of other snakes. A lot of other snakes are going to fall off. You have a horse wife, you might still keep it going. Haha, come to Chicago? Nope, that's a Rooster City. Have you gotten readings from Arabs in the Middle East? You would not believe, bro. An Aquarius, any Aquarius dating advice? Bro, I could write a book about giving Aquarius dating advice because I could write a book. I could write one book for Aquarius dating advice and then another book for people dating an Aquarius, what advice they need. Aquariuses they are the rebels. They need that change. They need for it to not get boring. Make sure the relationship doesn't get boring. Make sure there's always an element of, something exotic in there. Something different, right? There's something exotic, something out of the ordinary, something, something with some spice, you know what I'm saying? So it has to be something. For Aquariuses, they need something like that. If it's just a traditional, get married, buy a house, have kids, that's really not how Aquariuses want to play the game. That's not really what works for Aquariuses. So don't try to follow the traditional methods. But again, the traditional methods in a sense are good, or one woman, one man, and go your way, right? But again, Aquarius, that's why in the age of Aquarius, the traditional dogmatic practices of the age of Pisces are crumbling. Religious Pisces, right? The Christianity, the church, marriage, this whole concept is coming down in a rapid speed battle because the ages are shifting, right? We went from the Pisces age to the age of Aquarius, which, by the way, this is like the big astrology zodiac years that go for 2,000 years. So think about it. Most of us were present when the big change after 2,000 years, changed. In the age of Aquarius, with the year 2000 change, essentially. 2001, where the age of Aquarius began. So again, big times. And why is my 8th personal year and my prime year going slow and not blowing up? You're not doing enough, bro. You're not doing enough. You're here watching a stream when instead you should be working. You have an 8th personal year and a snake year. You are on social media and not making money on social media. That's your problem, bro. Aquarius need 100 plus wives. They never be happy. They're not going to be happy then either, bro. Any advice for 620 1994? What kind of advice do you need, brother? Gotta be more specific. 620, one of my friends is born 620. July 13, 1999, just got into my 11th year and is testing me for sure. Does it have to do with being a 9 universal year and I'm 11 person a year? Because my emotions definitely being tested since my birthday. No, I would not say that your personal year matches with the current, universal year. I wouldn't match with those. But July 13, I'm July 20, 1999. That's my brother right there. 9/11/2001 was the shift. Yep, that's how Gary says it. Do dogs and snake match well? We both 9. Let me think. You both 9s. Are you trying to say you both 9s and a dog and a snake? Do you match well? I need full birthdays, bro. I can't give you these half-assed answers. I need to see the full thing. Hey, I'm looking to buy a house to live in. If I'm a cat, I live in a house built in a snake year or wear snake energy clothes. Would that help protect me during 2029 booster year? That's a good question, homie. That's a good question. Not sure if I can answer that. Again, I gotta watch what I say. there's cheat codes and tips and levels to this game. You wanna learn the good stuff, then get a reading. Get the whole thing, right? Or join the classes. GG33 Logic, link in bio if you're not already. Then tap in. This is a game changer. Guys, $8 or above for the readings. I'm doing them free. I'm doing them free, obviously. But again, it's not that I'm greedy that I put $8 above. So Gary has 98, right? So it's not that I'm valuing my time as that. I'll be all day for you guys, talking to you, answering all of your questions. But it's the knowledge, right? It's the knowledge that has the value. If I'm giving you, sharing with you life-changing advice, that giving me a couple of shekels for it actually makes a karmic bond. Because think about it, if I'm giving you life-changing advice, for example, there was just a guy who was a 2003 and he asked me, should he move to Korea next year, 2026? And I looked it up, I'm saying, no, Korea is a rat. You see next is a horse here, don't do it, right? So again, his life might literally take a completely new route, a new timeline appears when he doesn't go there, he does something different, right? So again, that's just, he gets a lot, but what is he giving back? Is it just, a thank you, shake my hand, that's good, but this is a way, paying $8 for the reading is essentially your way of getting out of any karmic debt. Because it's called equal energy exchange, right? Equal energy exchange has to be applied to everything you do. Because even if it's like a handshake, even if you give them a little gift for something else you're giving in, whenever you get something, give something back. Whenever you take, give it back. When you're giving, get something back. You create an equal energy exchange that that manifests balance, that manifests harmony in everything you do, and life will be easier. Sometimes it's easier to just pay $5 or $8 than to deal with, any karma that might come from it. That's a protection from it. Basically altering your timeline, exactly. I realized my debut book this year and have sold 50 books, so I am not doing nothing. You realized your debut book this and holds 50 books. Go out to the street and start start giving them out. What do you want me to say? Do more, bro. If you sold 50 books, start doing more. You got 4 months left. It sounds to me like you've been giving up. Sounds to me like you're saying, oh, this year isn't that good for me, it's my own year. You have 4 months left. Sounds to me like you're giving up, bro, and that's not the way. 818, Eric, 818, 1980. A lot of 8s in there, bro. My brain got mixed, bro. So much 8 energy. Interested in my lucky time, day, thanks. How can I give you a lucky time if you didn't give me a time of birth, bro? I cannot give you a lucky time because you didn't give me the time of birth. And the day as well, in lucky day, let's see, what's your birthday? So you are an 8 life path. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, you're an 8 life path. I cannot get into compatibilities here. I'm sorry, that $10 is not enough because reading costs 233. In the readings, we're gonna give you all of your friendly times, lucky times, friendly months, friendly days, enemy days, friendly numbers, enemy numbers. You get everything, right? So I can't give it out to the public because I would give it to you, but I'm also giving it to, anybody else who sees this. And that's just not fair, is it? I'm from the UK and being a snake in a peak country can't help surely. Bang, there it is, bro. There it is. Wow, so again, this was a guy, guys, listen to this. This was a guy writing in the chat all about your head and heart, right here with us, one of us. He's saying to me, this is my 8th year and it's my snake year. Why am I not doing good? And then he drops me the bombshell. He's a snake living in the UK, which is a pig. That makes sense to you guys? That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. You just answered your question, brother. Any more readings? Any more questions, guys? I'm gonna wrap this up. It's getting late over here. It's 2 a.m. now. It's a 9-day. We went past to the 9-day. We went past the 8 days over. It's a 9-day. Gotta complete. I won't be here tomorrow because it's a 9-day. I'm taking a step back, getting some work done, making some money. It's the 8th as well. And then I'll probably be back on the 10th. I'll probably be back on the 10th and on the 11th, guys. 11th, Saturday, mark it in your calendar, is a big day. It's a big day for the stream. Yo, a lot of donors. Big day is coming 11th of October, Saturday, because then we have Nick on here. Nick, the CEO of Q, the literally founder, not the founder, guys, the founder, but one of the founders and the CEO of the Q app. Literally, we're bringing you guys to that front run. One of the best guys in GG33. Because he's the one who's building the app. He's the one who's developing everything. All of it is on his back, essentially. Of course, Gary as well. Gary's pulling it on his back, but he's doing all of the coding, all of that stuff. That's Nick, and he's gonna be on here, and that's gonna be a show, guys. Mark it in September 11th, at 3 live a day on the 11th. 3-11 combination. See how we use this knowledge, right? You just follow what we are doing and you guys will see the same results. 11 and 3 is one of the best, streamer content creation combinations. I Shall Speed, 11 Life Path, born at 12th. XQC, 11 Life Path, born at 21st. A lot of trees born on the 11th, right? This combination is magic in the game of communication. So we are gonna bring Nick on the 11th. That's a 3 life path day, and it's the beginning of something new. We have some readings. Hyena 2/4/2004, same birthday as Facebook. I noticed that. So you're 3 life path. Bonnie the monkey. Make money on Facebook, bro. You make money on Facebook. So guys, let me show you this. This is a crazy one. Do you guys, anyone play CS:GO here? You guys know what game Counter-Strike is? Any Counter-Strike players? Any gamers in there? Let's see it. Any gamers in here? Let's see it. What is it saying different? Yeah, there we go. So look at this. Counter-Strike, one of the most popular games in history, right? Wait, let me find it. One second, guys. 1 second. Yeah, so November 9, 2000 is the official release date for Counter-Strike, right? Counter-Strike, the first release ever was November 9, 2000. And the best Counter-Strike player is born November 9, 2000. Not the best of all time, perhaps, but the best one right now. And one of the top ones consistently. One of the best of all time, like KD, for example. I would say he's like a KD or like a Kobe. So November 9, 2000. And Counter-Strike was released November 9, 2000. On the same exact day that the video games were released, the chosen one was born. You understand how energy works, how numerology works in this world, how aligned your alignments. So God, bro, if you are 2/4/2004, make money on Facebook. You should have a Facebook page. You should have a Facebook group. You should be running Facebook ads. You should be running the Facebook marketplace. There's money in Facebook, bro. Facebook is my biggest platform. I have 5,000, less than 5K subs here, which by the way, I love all you 5K, but on Facebook, I have 133K, right? It's a very big difference. Facebook is an amazing platform actually for content creators. So you being a monkey, go hard, bro. You can make a lot of money on Facebook. 12:26 a.m. Texas. You told me, okay, I can't say. I cannot tell you your lucky time. Eric, I'm gonna get your details. I'm gonna hit me up on DM. Hit me up, DM me somewhere, because I can't say publicly, bro. This is not part of the free information. Everything I talk here is free game. But when we're talking about lucky times, unlucky times, if I tell you yours, people are gonna start to reverse engineer it. And again, this is just stepping on Gary's toes, right? So it's not me. It's not me, if you wanna be mad at him. It's not me. But I'll give you something else. So 8/18/1988. No, 1980, you are an 8 life path monkey with a lot of night energy. So 8 and 9, how do you use the 8 and 9 combination? You take you surround yourself with money. You get a job at the bank. You get friends who are rich. You don't go to the, just a random ass place, you go to the country club. You try it, even if you can't afford it, even if it's not on your level, you surround yourself with that energy. You surround yourself as a monkey with 9 energy and an 8 life path. The more you surround yourself with money, the more it's gonna affect you as well. The more you are gonna change and be in tune with the vibration of actually prosperity, right? Prospering. So that's as a monkey with 9 energy and an 8 life path, that should be your goal, right? And also to copy other people's success. So let's say you wanna do drop shipping. Don't try to piece it up together. Take someone who's really good at it, who's made millions with it, and take their blueprint and do it yourself, right? Not talking about the course, but actually taking someone, studying them, what made them special, what made them different, and then applying it to your energy. That's the best cheat code you can ask for, and 2028 is your time to do it, your monkey year. I'm born Danilo Bustamek, 17 Canadian bucks, shout out to Canada. My cat country, right? I've never been there, but I'm sure we'll. Oh, don't you think it's funny? Canada starts with CA and it's a cat country. I just noticed that. I never looked at before. I'm born 3/17/1999, live in Canada, and I'm a system engineer and started renting duplex business in 2023. My lucky number is 39. It's also my life path. How can I dominate in life? Do more. Do whatever you're doing and just double up with that even more. Bro, Canada is a 3 life path cat. I don't think you understand what kind of, golden ticket opportunity you actually have. You're not just a cat in a cat country, you're a 3 life path cat in a 3 life path cat country. So one of my friends, Uche, guys, if you had the stream yesterday, Uche, my homie, he's a 3 life path cat living in Canada, 3 life path cat nation. And he's making money, bro. He's in software sales and he's killing it. He's absolutely killing it because that's how cats do it in a cat country. 3 life path cat in a cat country. Like again, Canada is cooked. You're owned by the CCP. Everything. Canada is cooked, right? But you as a 3 cat will never find another place like that. There's not another 3 life path cat nation on this planet that you can go to and get the same results. So everything you're doing, you're a system engineer, started renting duplex business in 2023, 2 more businesses. 2 more businesses, start new things, go hard, go. Start dominating. You gotta get to the top, you gotta work for it, right? You gotta push yourself to the top and either way the competition. You're born on 17th, you're 3 life path and 17th, and you're a cat in Canada. Damn, that's a very good birthday, bro. You will do very, very well in life. You just gotta control your emotions. Don't make impulsive decisions. So my advice for you is, Danilo, separate emotions and money. In your life, you will never do well when you're happy making money. Bro, making money, losing money, no emotions. Making money should be fun. Don't make it fun for you, bro. Don't make it fun for you. Money, trading, when you're doing something like that, don't make it fun. It shouldn't be fun. It's just you putting in the codes and getting the money and going out. Getting out, right? Just following a system. So same thing, do business, do stuff that you do, but don't get emotional at it. Don't get too happy when you make money because then you're gonna start chasing that high and you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, right? This makes sense, guys? This makes sense. I'm dropping gems here, but I'm also keeping it low key, bro. But yeah, very good birthday. I think you'll do very, very well in Canada. Cloudry, $10. Appreciate 1/3/2003. Man, what can you tell me? I can tell you a lot. I can tell you're a 9 life path, born on a 3rd. So this means your friend group will define you. Who you spend time with, where you hang around, who are the people around you. These are the people who will define how you as a person. When your friends are into something, you are into it. That's what you like. Your whole life, more of a follower. In a sense, you're very influenced by the people around you. Everybody, all your friends are saying, yo, let's go, we all gonna go here. And you think, you don't like it that much. They're like, oh yeah, let's come on. You're gonna go with them. That's who you are. You always gone with them then. That's your 9 life path, born on a 3rd. Your environment is key. So think about it like this. I'm dropping a gem for you. Just for you, bro. What's your name? Cloud3. I'm dropping a gem just for you. Think about it like this. When you're surrounded by people who are dumber than you and have less money than you and are, what's the word? Less talented than you, then you have only one way to go, down with them. When you surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, better, more talented, better looking, whatever, then really, really good. You have surrounded yourself with people who are better than you. Now you have somewhere to climb. Now you set yourself in an environment that's actually impacting you in a positive way and not dragging you down. Most important thing I can tell you, bro. Most important thing I can tell you. My life changed the moment I started studying numerology. Everything adds up, bro. I agree. I agree. I understand all in this mysterious way. Gary's right about snakes being the gatekeepers of the cult. Yeah, they really are. They really are. Think of moving. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. It was a pleasure hosting you guys again. It was a pleasure answering your comments, doing readings. I love it, honestly. I'm addicted to it. It's gonna get better and better, right? Right now the stream is a bit chopped, so you see the chat. What is this chat, bro? What is this chat? Again, I spent hours on this. I spent hours getting the chat to work, and this is what I get out of it, right? Bomba. I have my hat next time as well, right? I'll get my hat. I don't mind a hat. I think that's the thing. It doesn't hit the same when I don't mind my hat. By the way, why I wear that hat in all my videos is a 2023 hat. I bought it in my own cat tier, and it served me very well. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Thanks for stopping by. This is GG33. Get the Q app. If you want a full reading, get to the link in bio, gg33logic.com. The best reading you have. Quite frankly, if you have an ego, better have something to back it up with, And the people I have to give readings to, I can say that shit now. I can say that shit now, bro. I can say that shit. Gary always flexes on being the best because the results show. The people I've talked to, giving readings to, That's my proof right there, but I ain't telling. Peace out, guys. Appreciate you all.